Jewish.
It's the best. It's the best.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's Clancy and Feidelberg.
Hello.
It's our Halloween edition. We record on Halloween today.
We're both in costume as fucking losers. I was walking to work this morning, actually, and the bar Westville, or I guess the restaurant, I walked by, a priest was setting up like the tables and stuff outside, like the outdoor seating, and I was like, why the fuck is a priest doing this? And I realized it pretty quickly that it was Halloween, but I hadn't put together
The fact that it's like all what we're doing, like All Hallows Eve type shit that you're talking about.
Well, no, it's Halloween. Today's actually Halloween.
Right, but you're saying like a priest.
He was.
You're just saying that
it was just a regular worker who was dressed up as a priest.
Get it. Got it. Yeah. Well, here's the problem.
See, all right, you were confused too.
No, absolutely.
I was like, what do I?
Here is the problem. Halloween on a Monday means that motherfucker starts celebrating on like last Thursday.
Yeah.
I've done like 5 different. I got to dress up as the Beast again today. I've done it 4 times already. It's like enough, man.
I got a couple extra costumes if you want one.
No, are you kidding me? I'm saying that the Beast is dope, bro.
The Beast is dope.
I've never.
I didn't even recognize it was you.
I've never done Halloween good. Like I've done costumes. I've never been like the costume.
Yeah.
I was the costume. I was the costume we went to a dance, like a school dance on Friday night. People were taking pictures of me. Just me. Not the kids. They were like, great costume. And I was like, I know, right?
Get out of here, Belle.
Yeah. I was like, there was grown adults being like, can I take a picture of you? And I was like, can I get my kids in it too? They just wanted a picture of me as the Beast.
That's sick. That's sick. I've never been the costume.
I've never done it either. I mean, I was walking through the gym like,
Once again, I got really confused really quickly and then figured it out.
Yeah,
I was
school
like,
dance.
What are you doing
yeah.
working out as Beast?
No. The school gym. It was like a movie. Like, you know, it was like Punch and fucking whatever in the school gym. And when I first got there, we had to wait online to like get in, and there was no parents dressed up. And I was like, and I think I remember this last year. I think I dressed up for something that like only the kids were supposed to be dressed up for. And I was like, I've done it again. I was like, oh my God, I'm in a full Beast costume and no one else is dressed up. And then when I got in there was other people. So that was just a line of lame parents.
Yeah.
But this thing, so I had ordered like a fucking costume, like a mask that has like the horns and like a rubber face. Yeah. And then I ordered it.
You can't go mask.
Well, so I'm happy this happened. Right.
You can't eat, you can't drink, you can't.
And nobody can see you the whole night. But I was like, all of a sudden it was like October 20th, and I didn't get it yet. And I was like, that's weird. It should be here by now. I opened up my Amazon, it's still just sitting there in my cart. There needs to be some sort of like.
Wait, how does that happen? I've never put anything in the cart. Well, I mean, I put things in the cart, but then I check out immediately. I've never like.
There's always.
I know people like save things.
I think I needed to.
If I wanted, I buy it.
I think I needed to change my address since I just moved. I need to do something like that, and then I need to
an extra step. No, thank you.
Not doing it. There needs to be something that like you get like a notification that says like you have stuff in your cart, like a week later.
Yeah,
dummy, your shit's
yeah,
still
like Gmail does that now. Like 3 days ago, like, do you want to reply now?
Let's see.
They should do that with Amazon.
That's smart. Right. And now I'm sure in like a couple days I'd be like, stop fucking bothering me. But so then I needed to order something last minute that had Amazon Prime, and I just got a wig and a beard that. Mike Cannon said it best. He was like, "It looks like you got like a weave, like it fits my hairline and my chin line like perfectly."
Again, I did not realize it was you.
It's crazy.
It was like on my Instagram, like I don't know if I was just something through stories or whatever. I went through it without ever being like, "That's Kevin."
Yeah.
And then like the next day, I was like, "Wait, that's fucking Kevin."
I've never been that guy. People were like, "Stop!" And then we did like a trick or treat thing, like a block party, and people were stopping me like, "Yo, great costume." I was like. Fuck yeah. Felt good, man. But I had very funny moments because of that. It's ridiculous to be a grown man dressed up like that. And so this party had like...
You're like the Heidi Klum of dads in
Mount
Vernon.
Exactly. Exactly that. It was like I was taking it a little too seriously. But there was these moments. There was like cornhole and mummy thing where you get wrapped up with toilet paper and.
I'd love to come just follow you for a day.
Oh my God, you
like
would
just see what your life is like.
The other side of
I'd
life,
love for you to come follow me one day. Too.
we really need to do a
like we
Freaky
can't
Friday.
invite each other. We can't know. It's just
Yeah.
like we stalk each other.
Yeah.
a little bit.
You wanna
And
do
be
that?
Like, be like, Jesus Christ, this is how they live.
You want to stalk me?
Yeah, I'll stalk
Like
you.
behind a tree, just Spice Adams just watching. If we were like a full blown reality show, I think it would be like the biggest hit in the world.
Yeah.
Like half of the episode is with me doing like kid shit, half the episode is with you like doing whatever the fuck you do, and then like we meet at work, for the episode. It would be every week would be electric.
Yeah, it's completely different lives, and like we wake up on Monday morning, we have a glass of water, put on some face moisturizer, and we're like, all right,
we go to work.
We're regular people again. I do like I've become a bit of a girl like that, where like I'll poison my body for 72 hours straight, wake up in the morning. Have a glass of water and omeprazole, and then just do a little fucking eyeliner. I'm like, all right, great. Weekend's gone now.
I just erased 72 hours of punishing myself. But so there was all these different things for the kids to do, which it was actually a great, like, usually when I go to these events, I'm like, you fucking morons, this thing sucks. This was a good event. But there was also just a DJ playing in a dance floor. So first of all, Keegan was trying to break dance. It was amazing. I don't know where he saw this. He said he saw it on his iPad. He's like going down on one hand and kicking his feet up, and then he tried to do the thing where you scoot around, and then you kind of
He's
like
young for
helicopter.
that. I remember my phase of trying to break
be
dance.
boy. Yeah. So he was like,
it was just me always pretending I was about to get on the ground.
he runs in like a circle and then kind of poses at the end. And I was like, where did you learn this? And he's like, the internet, bro. I was like, this is ridiculous. But I have both him and her, and they want to dance. And when I'm at these things, like when I'm with the other adults, I don't dance. When I'm doing it for the sake of my kids,
No doubt.
it's a fucking,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a party. So I bring them out on the dance floor, and I'm fucking dancing. And again, I'm dressed as the Beast. Other parents aren't even dressed up. So most parents,
I don't know if I saw them. What are they?
Shay was Belle.
Belle, okay.
And then Keegan just stays as Olaf. He's been Olaf three years in a row.
yeah.
He
Okay,
just
I
loves
did know
Olaf.
that now,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're dancing. I'm kind of like dancing with them, and like other kids are coming in. I'm the only adult. All the other parents are kind of just standing around the outside, like sipping.
Talking
their
about
fucking,
finances and stuff?
Yes, like sipping.
Are you diversified?
Starbucks.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm diversified.
Just the lamest, right? And so I'm dancing and we're having fun, and then there'll be a moment where like Shay's friend runs by and grabs her hand and just pulls her away, and Keegan catches cornhole catches his eye and he runs, and then there's a split second. Doesn't not last long, but there's a quick second where I'm still dancing on the dance floor and my kids are gone. And I'm like,
other kids still there?
Other kids are still there. And I'm dancing, and then I'm like, okay, never mind. Well, and like Shay is on this thing right now because Beauty and the Beast, when they dance, he dips her. She loves me to dip her. So, and I like put her all the way to the ground and fly her back up. And then she goes, "Can you do it to Evangeline too?" And I was like, "No,
I cannot. There are laws in this country."
Evangeline's daddy can do that. I cannot dip Evangeline. That will not be happening. But that split second of like, oh, to the left, to the right. Okay, never mind. Gotta go. Look like I'm on Sketch Predator.
Wait. Oh, to the left. I'll in window to the wall. I was like,
No, I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be doing that.
They play what music there?
Have you been noticing that? You probably didn't. Fox is using OPP by Naughty by Nature to go to commercials. Are you going to do this the whole episode? Just one lick?
Yeah, I'm going to see how many it takes.
See how many it takes to get to the center? It's going to take you forever.
There's no chance we get to the bottom of this.
No,
but,
no shot.
I mean, I can't just keep it in my mouth, and I have it, and it's sitting there, and I'm going to have to taste some sugar.
If you think that I need my sugar levels, need my insulin.
Dude, there's a bowl of fucking Tootsie Pops downstairs.
I mean, if you're going to put a bowl of candy in front of John Feidelberg, guess what he's going to do?
I'm going to take
He's
it.
gonna fucking eat
I'm going to take it.
It's like putting a fucking bottle of maple syrup, Whistle Pig maple syrup in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking hit it.
Or whiskey in front of me.
Whistle Pig whiskey, man. We are counting down the days.
Yay!
It's now
November 11th, baby.
November 11th.
Same
10
day.
days.
Wakanda Forever comes out.
Okay, let's go. Get your whiskey and go watch
I saw
Black
Jeff
Panther.
D-Lo tweet about this morning. I was like,
11,
same day the whiskey comes out. Okay.
All the greats drop on 11/11. So you can get the KFC Radio 10th anniversary special single barrel Whistle Pig piggyback.
That was it.
It's
I
a
just had,
mouthful,
by the
but-
way. I'm holding it. That was it. Yeah, that's the one I just drank.
Oh, we weren't supposed to drink it, right? Whatever.
We weren't. I didn't
Too
open
late.
it. I didn't open it. Someone else opened it.
Jackie.
No.
Pavs.
It wasn't either of us.
No, it wasn't either.
Nick?
I'm not gonna snitch on who did it. It's no one in this room. But,
Colleen, I knew it.
so no, there's somebody out there, but I protect.
Someone came in here and
Someone else who came into here who might drink during the day. I have a guess of who it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you do.
Come and drink.
Do you know who it is, Nick?
Oh, I know who you were gonna guess.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was going to say Zach.
No. Yeah.
No, that's
No?
no. I would protect this man's secret with my life.
All right, it's a
Blame
man.
you, though.
Huh?
Yeah.
So quick to
Well,
blame.
I
The
didn't
obvious-
blame you. I just looked over this
Well,
way
and
both
Paz
were
was
looking
smirking
at you.
and looking at you.
It wasn't me. I actually wouldn't have guessed you, but
Who do we think it was? Who would have the balls to just come in here and do that?
Stefan.
Yeah.
Oh, that son of a bitch! Dude, that jackass was dressed like Beetlejuice this weekend, but he just looked like the Babadook, and we just kept going.
That's fucking great. I don't care. Good for Stefan.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Good
give a
for
fucking
Stefan.
shit, dude.
Drinking our fucking.
I'm glad he opened it. Finally, I can have a sip of it. It's delicious.
Our single barrel. It's smoky. It's spicy. It's.
I can't wait for you guys to see the video.
video.
When is that coming out?
It's so fun.
When do you want to put it out? Do we want to put it out before or right when we drop?
No, I think we should put it out to build up to it.
I think
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I think the
Okay.
weekend before.
It is so funny what happened.
this weekend.
It is.
The creation of our whiskey could not be
was
more
perfect.
us. And I'm happy it went that way because, like, when we went there to create one, I was kind of like, this is a little, like, we're being a little phony here. Like, we're not these guys. We're not, like, I don't know what we're talking about, you know? But I was like, I'll go along with it, and we'll kind of play the part because it's fun. But, like,
But here's the deal,
we're not
too.
whiskey connoisseurs.
We're not whiskey connoisseurs, but we had 6 barrels that we tasted.
Yeah, we did.
And I knew which one I liked.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, to use any of the vocabulary.
Yeah,
acting-
right.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about. So we're like, but the tasting is like they
Whiskey
teach us that.
sommeliers, by the way. Let's go with that.
Right,
Yeah.
sommeliers. We just wrote down a couple things here and there, and the way it unfolded was so perfect. I was like, now we have our story. Like, this is so good. Rather than just being like, this is the one that we tasted the tannins and the nose or whatever the fuck it is. The barley and the rye seeds were really fermented, but it was so good. It was
It
so
was pretty
perfect.
cinnamon forward.
Yeah, no, this is smoky, spicy, and you'll see why. It's so fucking good. So today's episode is brought to you by them boys over at Whistle Pig. You can get this is the piggyback, the 6-year. They also have the 10-year, the 12-year, the 15-year, the 18-year, the 20-year, the
12's the
Boss
move.
Hog. They've got the maple syrup to go along with it. But it is ground cinnamon, allspice berries, and roasted cedar.
Oh,
How about that? This is
sure I knew that
for the people who
through
do know.
osmosis from doing these ad reads, but
For the
never
people-
would I recommend. Never would I say cinnamon forward.
For anybody who is a actual whiskey, sommelier, it's 100% rye single barrel. It's a medley of freshly ground cinnamon, allspice berries, and roasted cedar with very subtle notes of brown sugar on the finish.
Ooh, the brown
That
sugar.
sounds fire to me.
You know what it is? You pair it with a little Tootsie Pop.
Oh, this guy's an innovator. Click on the link in the YouTube
yeah,
description.
that's great.
Sign up
Great stuff.
to
Oh,
get it
it's so
when
good.
it's live. 11/11. It'll be available online.
I'm legitimately very proud of this.
Me too.
I think I very rarely.
This is our best thing, our most important
kind
thing
of
that we
pat
do.
ourselves on the back.
No, this is the one.
We created a whiskey with one of the best whiskey brands in the world.
I know.
That's crazy, dude. That's
real.
crazy.
And like they came through Barstool, and they're working with Bussin' too, but like they are like a KFC radio brand, and they love us, and we love them, and like it's all us, and the whiskey is like good, and
Yeah, it's.
crazy.
I mean, we've talked about this before. Where like our friends who drink whiskey, like who are whiskey connoisseurs, whiskey sommeliers, such as Cheeto, and
Yeah.
like he's like, how the fuck did you get a
Right.
whiskey brand?
Right.
Not
A
whiskey
good
brand,
whiskey.
a Whistle Pig.
yeah,
Like,
like
he's like,
that's
how are they working with you?
That's no fucking joke, man.
We don't know the answer,
couldn't tell you why.
but we're very, very thankful. And
So get your bottle of whiskey. You can check local liquor stores, but it'll definitely be available online 11/11. Also, get your tickets. We're coming to the West Coast. It's our West Coast swing. We're going to Phoenix, we're going to Denver, and we're going to LA, and then also coming back home to do our makeup show from New York. Tickets available for all of those. So middle of November, late like third week in November, we are making that swing.
No, we go next week.
Is that
Next
middle,
week?
middle of November? Yeah.
Yeah,
do
9,
you mean next
10,
week?
11, 9, 10,
Yeah,
and 12.
10. Yeah.
it's so soon,
These things creep up on you.
bro. These things creep up on
Yeah,
you.
Yeah. So We're gonna go out. Yeah, it's like the 9th, 10th, and 11th, or 9, 10, and 12. Or
9, 10, 12.
9, 10, 12. So get your tickets. We'll. I'm sure it'll bring that. Those shows will be about the trip for sure. You know,
Those shows will be about the trip. I've had some people reach out to me that want to come to the shows. It's gonna be fun.
Do you want to talk about those people?
They're pornography stars.
I was gonna say, do you want to just talk about the industry that they're in? You don't have to say who's who, but we can talk about
I've
the
had
industry.
multiple porn stars reach out saying they want to come to the shows in
maybe
Phoenix and
one porn star in
LA.
In a place
It might be
with
her
a very
name.
fitting
It might
name.
be-
Yeah, very serendipitous type of shit. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, so we'll get in. We got 1 Minute Man in a little bit. We got our voicemails. I've got an Am I the Asshole, even though it's a Tuesday, but you guys went to the Pats game yesterday, the Pats Jets game, right?
We did go to Pats Jets yesterday.
God, the Jets suck.
It is, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and I was we went to the bar beforehand. We probably had a couple beers right across the street here. We met here at Triple Crown, and a great bar, by the way. I had some friends
It's
who
so
like
good.
I have friends who aren't from around here. I mean, they're from Manhattan, but not this area.
Yeah.
So they've never been there. And they're like, "What a great bar this is!"
It is. It's just a
fucking-
good old
It's an Irish
solid-
bar.
Yeah,
an Irish
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
And so we were there beforehand, and I was like, "I can't believe the Pats are favored in this game."
I can't believe the Pats won. They stink.
I understand you
Pats
guys lost
stink.
a bunch of players last
Yeah,
week. You had
Bryce Hall. You
Bryce
lose Brees Hall and
Brees Hall.
ABT. Like you're cooked. But also the Pats fucking suck, dude. And this was a chance to even though the Pats suck, beating the Pats is something the Jets need to do. Like it's one of those hurdles they need to get over. And in that first half, there was that drive where it was like 2.5 minutes, just boom, 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 done. And I was like, wow, the Jets I don't think I've ever seen the Jets just carve up the Pats on a drive.
I said that to Feits. I was like, I think Zach Wilson has more passing yards this quarter than he has
all year.
season.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And then that fucking roughing the passer call, which was
Great
bullshit.
call. A great call.
Which was bullshit, but
Yeah, no, you can't
also
hit quarterbacks, dude.
that killed the momentum, and it was such a with the being at the half.
That was such a bad throw. That was I think Chaps actually quote tweeted this morning. That was like Trevor Lawrence's last throw last week, where it got pulled back because I guess there was a defensive holding or something like that. But it was
But it
the
should
worst,
be.
That's the worst way I've ever seen, and that should be on your record.
Right.
That
Right.
should
Everybody
count against
remember
you
that one.
forever.
Yeah.
And it won't. But
I
tweeted it during it where I was like, this is the most damning evidence of Mac Jones yet. Is that we were at the 30, right? We were at the 30 with 40 seconds left, 50 seconds left. Didn't even try and score a touchdown.
Yeah, bro, that's how it goes when you don't have a quarterback.
Can you imagine?
Shit like that happens. Yes.
Yes.
All the time where we're just don't turn the ball over. Just run the clock out, get to the locker room, don't turn the ball over.
Not even
I can't imagine
to score a touchdown from the
bro,
30.
because you see, I mean, when Zach Wilson's trying to throw the ball away and just throws an interception because crazy shit like that happens when you have a bad quarterback. And I Jets fans are every single season that comes, I'm like, which group of Jets fans are the most toxic? Because Knicks fans became the bing bong's not yours, and they were gatekeeping like crazy. Now Jets fans and Mets fans we know are fucking the most negative group in the world. And now Jets fans are if you haven't watched every single snap of every single piece of shit dog shit team you've ever watched, you're not allowed to watch this team ever again. And I barely watched. What happened? I really genuinely took a step back from sports for a minute. The Mets fucked with me so much, and I was like, this is a little embarrassing. I need to check myself. So I took a step back, and I was like, I'm not even gonna get too invested.
A whole 2 weeks?
No, 5. This is week 7.
That one's on me.
Yeah, you said time to get back in.
Every Sunday I was texting Cav. This is the week. This is the week.
And I was like, not gonna do it. And then it was Jets Pats, and I was like, I have to watch this no matter what. And then that first half, I was like, okay. And then that second half, I was like, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so bad.
That Zach Wilson INT on the fucking
So bad.
the sideline. I don't know who was that pick. He threw 3, right? No, it wasn't McCourty. McCourty was an overthrow.
I don't know who.
But I mean, it was he could have thrown it he was out of the pocket. He could have thrown it literally at the fucking ground. Right. I think. He decides to just throw it at a player.
That was tough. Tough.
And then he had 2 back-to-back soul-crushing INTs.
The funniest thing at the game was that we were sitting next to we actually there were it's actually very weird in the sense that first of all going in, which by the way, Took us about half hour, 40 minutes.
Because there's guns.
Because there's guns in this
Fucking guns.
it was for Pavs almost pissed himself.
That would be so funny.
I said, I was like, dude, you should
just
piss
had
yourself.
a pants full of piss going, gun control. We need more gun control in this country.
But so we were there, and like we got in late because the line was so goddamn long to get in. But we were talking about how it was like, wait, what did I say? My memory is gone.
You got too high last night.
It is, yes, that's for sure.
When you get too high like that, my brain goes.
So I took an edible just to enjoy, tell everyone about what's happening here. I took an edible last night, and I got incredibly high, and I'm definitely still high.
Yeah.
And I ordered a pizza from Joe's Pizza, which is a massive pie.
Yeah.
And then before that got there, I ordered 12 tacos and 2 burritos.
From Taco Bell?
From Taco Bell. And
did you forget that you ordered the pie, or you?
I think I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move for tacos now.
Yeah. I'm a little bit spicy now. That's fucking great. That's what it's all about, man.
That was a devastating text to wake up to from you, being like, we gotta do it at 11. I was like, no. I'm so high still.
And no.
That's all right. We'll do a high show.
You should have said, I'm fucking stoned. I gotta do it later. You can kick rocks.
No.
Because this is the problem. Let me tell you why we have to do it at 11. Go ahead.
I think I remember what I was saying. Yes. It was about the how we were sitting next to a bunch of Pats fans, and Pats was like, man, Pats fans are just so much better at chirping than Jets fans. And one of the Pats fans sitting in front of us, he just turns around after a Pats touchdown. It was actually so casual and it was so funny. We just goes, how's your life? Not so good. And the Jets fan retort was,
No.
oh yeah? Well, Julian Edelman was in the movie Bros. And we were like, our wide receivers are famous enough that they're in major motion pictures?
Well, let's relax with major.
It's a major motion picture. Sometimes major motion pictures
Bomb! Yeah.
but it's a major motion picture.
No, I mean that.
We're like, what?
The problem, you can't chirp them until you beat them, and you can't even beat them when they have Mac fucking Jones.
Yeah. This is the same guy who told me the guy sitting in front of me again, he started chanting at one point. He's like, here we go, Bruins, here we go. And the Jets fan yelled, the Bruins fucking suck. And I was like, actually, they're 8-1 and they're the best team in the NHL. And he goes, I stole that take from Dan. I guess it was a part. I've since gotten the answer on that. I guess it was part of a larger point Dan was making, that Boston sports are on the downswing.
No.
The Celtics and Bruins are both winning the championship this year, so I disagree.
Yeah, it's like, I guess relatively speaking, they're a little bit down, but I just.
By the way, Charlie McAvoy's back today.
Okay, all right. Moving on. I tried Pavs. I'm out. I'm back out again. I think I need.
blame you.
I'm done. I can't. That's, you know what it is. Rooting for a team without a quarterback is a young man's game. I can't do it. You can do it. You should do it. Don't be like me.
I wore a Darnold jersey yesterday.
Yeah, he said
That's so pathetic.
it was actually so funny.
That is one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard.
As he was telling me that, he's like, look, here's the deal. I decided. Like, we're walking into the game, and he's like, I just decided, like, I can't keep spending money on quarterback jerseys.
No, it's like the fucking Browns.
And I looked to the right, and someone's in a Favre Jets jersey, and I was like, she quit way before you.
It's pathetic. I can't do it. And I tricked myself into thinking, because we talked about it every week. It was like, that team looks good, but Zach Wilson looks bad. And I was like, that's the system. That's what you need. See, the team was so bad for Darnold and all those guys that they got exposed. And when you get exposed fucking 15 weeks in a row, 16 weeks in a row every year, you just get beat down and you never get to develop. So you're kind of insulated. You're not playing well, but it's like, hey, we won. Hey, I made that one good throw, so that's something to grow on. And then the team is good enough to kind of hide the warts until you get better and you get rid of the warts. The problem is you actually have to be good. And if you're not actually good, it doesn't matter how much you insulate them, eventually they're bad. So if Zach Wilson's just bad, and it kind of looks like he is, it doesn't fucking... And also though, I'm done with being upset about that. I think...
It actually is weird to get upset about not having a quarterback, because there are truly... like 5 people alive who can play a quarterback.
There's so few. There's so
like
many busts.
at a real level.
And like you look at, like I said on Twitter the other day, if the Jets didn't win that one game against the Raiders and they actually got Trevor Lawrence and he was just bad, I would be I'd be suicidal. I'd be homicidal. I'd go around finding every college football fan who told me he was the second coming. Because I never watched. I was like, okay, Trevor Lawrence is the next Peyton Manning. And I would chop their head off. I'd be like, you fucking assholes. And
Trevor Lawrence used to beat the shit out of BC.
Yeah, right.
At the Heights with 400 people there.
Trevor Lawrence used to throw the ball like 8 times a game for 400 yards. Like, this is not even real. And now I've decided that, and like the good players are like, the good quarterbacks are just like, yeah, you got lucky or something crazy happened.
That's why I would draft. I've said this before. I would draft a quarterback
every round,
every single year.
And when you miss, keep moving. Right. All right, Zach Wilson's not the guy. Keep moving.
If there's someone better on the board, you take them. But like every year, I'm drafting a quarterback.
Who's their Matt White is their backup or some shit? Mike White. Mike White. We're not gonna put him in. So you still play Zach Wilson, I'm saying, but you just don't. I'm not gonna get upset about it. We wait till next year. We wait till just keep moving until you get one.
All you need is Kirk Cousins. Like if every team had Kirk Cousins.
Has anyone watched that movie, by the way?
What movie?
The Kirk Cousins movie. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you mean Kurt Warner.
You need a Kurt Warner. You need a Kirk Cousins. You usually need a guy that's not gonna make mistakes.
Literally the same person.
Yeah. Kurt Warner, come on, he won 2 Super Bowls. Come on. Two different teams. He's the only guy to ever do that. He went with the Cardinals and the Rams.
Wait, he won that game with the
No,
Cardinals?
no.
Steelers won that. Oh, went. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just done.
Wait. Hang on. What did you just say?
Yeah.
He's
what?
Well, now Brady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure I heard everything correctly and processed it, because only one person's ever won 2 with different teams. Maybe someone else is Ben. Congratulations for them that they got to lose in the Super Bowl.
Whatever.
But only one other person has won.
Yo, I'll tell you something. Tom Brady. I'm worried about Tom Brady. Because I think he's like Joe Paterno. He needs football in his life, and if he doesn't have football in his life, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
We need it. Like, imagine if Tom Brady just died. It was just like, that's
Bro,
it.
that would be gangster, dude.
Just
go
like-
out on your shield.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Give him Vikings. Fucking set him on fire. Hell yeah. Okay. Quick Am I the Asshole before we get into the other shit, because I know it's we'll do 1 minute, man, but I got to give this Am I the Asshole because it's a great one, Halloween related. It's
Pause this ad read for 1 second. 2 separate things about 2 mega fans of our teams. One, at the game, Fireman Ed was literally on that Jumbotron more than Zach Wilson was.
Yeah.
He every third down, he's on the Jumbotron. Also, by the way, a lot of things coming here. They cut off beers at halftime, which is insane.
I saw that. I saw you say that.
I've been at a Pats game.
Was halftime particularly was the first half particularly long or something like that?
No, not that I'm aware of. There wasn't
They called it while I was online. The guy was just like waiting. Me and Jackie got to like the front, and he's like, "All right, that's it."
Wow.
Yeah.
It was.
That's got to be the worst. You want to talk about one of the worst moments of your job, like ever, is being the concessions guy that's got to cut off beer.
Right.
And people are just like, fuck you!
It was.
Oh, man.
I mean, I've been at one Pats game before where they cut it off at noon. Because usually baseball's 7th inning, 8th inning. I think end of 7th?
End of, it's
The 7th inning
7th
stretch.
inning or...
I think it's the end of 7th. I think start of the 8th.
I know with Barstool the ballpark, it's 2 hours after first pitch or the 7th inning, whichever one comes first.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But hockey is before the 3rd period. You can get a beer before the 3rd period. And football is usually the 3rd quarter.
It's after halftime usually, right?
Yeah. You can usually get
Right.
beers in the 3rd quarter. And they went at halftime. They were canceled. And it was... It's a problem. I'm going to talk to AOC about it. We'll see what happens. But, so Fireman Ed, the fact that the Jets just welcomed Fireman Ed back with open arms is fucking insane.
Well, okay. I kind of agree with you that Fireman Ed had his moment in the sun. And I think he should have recognized it and kind of like dipped out. It's like you live long enough to become the villain sort of thing, you know?
Yeah. How gross is that when I look you in the eye?
I'm going to take it and bite it. Fucking done. It's like that commercial, right? That's what the owl does, right?
Yeah.
3. So he had he led that fucking you want to call it corny, whatever.
I'll say this, even the fact that he even when he was on the Jumbotron, it didn't feel like he believed he should be.
Yeah.
He didn't have,
you can tell,
the vibe, right?
No, for real, because you gotta be.
He was like,
you gotta be that guy.
Right.
Like if you're gonna be that guy, you gotta I could never be that guy. I'd feel embarrassed. I'd be a little anxious. Do these guys really like me? Are they gonna listen to me? He had no shame. He got up on there and he was the guy. Fucking
Yeah.
And they listened though, because he liked it. And it's kind of corny when it's corny because the Jets are bad. If the Jets, if they were good, it would be a thing like everyone talks about. The whole crowd does it. It's a big thing.
It is. We actually talked about this in the car ride on the way there. How we've talked about this obviously when I came back from Liverpool about how great all the music is, yada yada. In America, we just like to brag that we can spell.
Yeah, we just yelled at the letters.
It's just Jets, Jets, EAGLES,
Yeah,
Eagles,
yeah.
CLEMSON, TIGERS.
We can spell. It's not the best, but anything that you can get everybody to do. I know some people hate him because he was a Dolphins fan when he was growing up. There's all these things, you know.
I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing. People were tweeting at me heavy yesterday.
Big time.
Yeah.
They do not like that. But I do think, like, I think it got to a point where he, you know, social media and shit, I think he, you know, got overexposed.
Yeah.
He got exposed as a fraud fan, which is like, I don't know. I mean, if you like
But
started
also,
rooting for them like after college or something, it's like you were like a grown adult. That's different. If it was like, yeah, I grew up in Miami as like a 5-year-old, and then, you know, I don't know.
I've
what
said
the
I
story
liked the
is.
Rangers until I was like 5 or 6.
Right. I don't know the details there. But I think it was the internet that kind of did him in. He kind of got too big for his britches. Then, you know, you criticize the team or you don't criticize the team or whatever it is. And next thing you know, I think he was getting knocked out in the fucking bathroom. If you're getting if I got jumped by Jets fans because they're like, you're not really a fan, KFC, I'd be like, fuck all of you guys. I hope this building burns down. I'm never coming here again.
I guess I get that.
You guess you get that?
I mean, like, because my teams are so good, that wouldn't happen. Like, I cannot imagine leaving one of my teams because, like, we've won championships.
What if some...
If, like, a bunch of Bruins fans jumped me, I'd be like, fuck you, I still like pasta.
Yeah, I guess they're too good.
By the way, pasta was popping yesterday.
He did the thing?
No. He was
Dressed nicely?
he was baby, right? From
Oh.
what do you call it? I've never seen the movie.
Dirty
Dancing.
Dancing.
I think he was baby.
He was baby?
I think so.
That's
He
the
was-
girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was definitely a
Yeah.
girl in a dress doing a split.
Hell yeah.
And I was
Real
like,
men.
God damn.
Real
and
men
also
do that
biceps
shit.
popping.
Yeah.
I was like, that's my guy right
It's easy
there.
to do those costumes when you're fucking ripped, you know? Nobody's going to question you on that.
I quote tweeted it last night.
But yeah, like he kind of then retired, quit, and then he just came back. It's
Yeah.
like, because he probably, I mean, listen.
And welcome, but that's the thing, was welcome with open arms. I'd be like, kick the shit out of him, get in the bathroom.
No, stop it. Stop it.
No, he's not baby. He's the that's the Sia costume and the little girl that
Sia,
dances.
Sia,
Yeah.
yes. I think someone else was baby. Yeah, he's Sia. But either way, pasta looks fucking fantastic.
And this guy.
This motherfucker.
This guy is my hero.
I forgot about this.
You want to
guy.
talk about having the confidence to just go out there and do it and not think twice about what other people think about you?
No.
This
No.
guy in
Oh,
a Supreme
Oh, Kevin, I
shirt.
couldn't
What-
disagree.
What is that? No, obviously, this guy sucks.
I know that. But I couldn't disagree with you more with the fact that he, like, it's not that he doesn't care. He cares
So much.
so wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I was at one point, he was sitting down.
Is that a real Supreme shirt?
I think so.
Like they made that?
I don't know. Supreme kind of jumped
What
the
is that?
shark
Is
a
that
while ago.
Venom or something? What is that?
Godzilla.
I don't know. It looks
A
like
dragon?
It looks like he's a fucking motocross racer.
Yeah.
And the pants are somehow worse.
Oh, I didn't see the band.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then also those designs, whatever the fuck is going on there, also on the front of the pants.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then, but at one point he was sitting down and he had his keys in his lap, and I hit Pavs because he was driving a Mercedes, but I know the exact year that Mercedes key was from, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking old Mercedes. You just like fucking brand names.
Yeah, you wanna
Like,
see that little
You saw
symbol.
Supreme, you saw Mercedes,
Yeah.
but guess what? You can only afford the shitty versus Supreme shirts.
Yeah.
The fucking old Mercedes.
Yeah.
You're a loser, bro. He combed his beard at one point. I didn't see it. Pavs told me about it.
With a comb?
During halftime, he took out his phone and combed his beard.
Wow. Wow. That is unbelievable.
And then last quick thing about the game. We sat right next to the Silver Bullet, which Pat's have been on like national TV enough that you probably know he's a bigger guy who just is covered in silver face paint.
Yes, yeah.
Wears a Pat the Patriot hat. We sat right there. We sat right in front of him, right behind him. I don't know what I thought.
I didn't know he travels.
Me neither. I'm guessing it's like in New York. He like maybe the 95 corridor he hits,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's doing too much. But he he shows up. He has all the fake rings on. He's got all this stuff, and I thought that I was like, he must be a maniac, bro. He
just sits there and he's just like,
sits
"Yay."
there silently and wolfs hot dogs. I watched the Silver Bullet more than I watched the game. I was like, he's not fucking saying anything.
That's kind of a move though. Like I'm not
I don't-
like the fact is he's like, I'm not here for you. I'm here for me.
Right.
Like I just like to do this and I eat hot dogs and watch football. Like I'm good.
I mean, he whacked about 4 or 5 hot dogs.
He might have also been like on enemy turf. He doesn't whoop it up, you know.
But, I mean, bro, you're showing up in silver face, man. You think if you shut the fuck up, you're like, he might be a Jets guy. It was crazy that he's just like,
that's funny.
he was very, very quiet the whole game. Which it was, yeah, I guess maybe you just shut up sometimes, but I was I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed. I thought it was gonna be like
a
chaos.
whole display.
And we were sitting next to a bunch of other Pats fans, like other, not famous Pats fans, but like Pats fans of notoriety. Pats fans who were wearing like the Nashville Patriots president was sitting in front of us.
Okay.
And I know that only because on the back of his jersey it said Nash Pats Prez.
That'll do it.
But like, so like maybe he was with them, but they didn't talk very often, right? Like they didn't really interact the whole game. I think he was just solo.
I mean, part of me loves that. that is a hell of a move. Deep down, these people all have psychological issues.
Well, that's sports in general.
Yeah, but this is crazy, you know. This is next. Is that a Fat Dana Beers? All right, listen to this. That's redundant.
Wait, we didn't do this ad.
Oh, okay. It's brought to you by Game Time. You guys went to Jets Pats, courtesy of Game Time.
Courtesy of Game Time.
You can
yes,
go
sir.
anybody, anywhere. So whether you are going to the Jets Pats, whether you want to go to any other football game, basketball game, hockey game, concert, stand-up comic, any sort of live entertainment, you can get it on Game Time. What you do is you wait to the last second if you want to get best prices. Tickets drop. They have up to the minute, up to the second technology that keeps the pricing ever changing, so you get the best information available. So you can get your tickets right away. You can wait until the very end. You can get the best seat in the house. You can get the most affordable seat in the house. Whatever it is you're looking for, Game Time has got you covered, and they guarantee the lowest price. Download the Game Time app, go to the account tab, create a login, and redeem code KFC for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. It's last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Download Game Time. This Am I the Asshole is awesome. So it's a Halloween-related one. Am I the asshole for not taking my kids trick-or-treating because I don't want to walk up a hill? My kids, 7-year-old girl and an almost 3-year-old girl, were super excited for Halloween this year. It's my favorite holiday, so I'm always excited too. I went all out for
about that, bro.
I went all out for costumes and stuff like always. My oldest is Sally. My youngest chose Ariel. I plan to wear my Lumine cosplay.
Lumineer?
No, Lumine cosplay.
I just got Beauty and the Beast
on my brain. Yeah. Lumine. I don't know what that is. She said cosplay, so it's probably some weird nerd shit. That I spent almost a year making.
Good save there.
By the way, this might be fake, but we'll see. Except my town.
I don't like that you say that.
Okay.
Because you do that occasionally on the Am I the Assholes, and
sometimes there's so many details that I'm just like, and you'll see why I think this in a minute.
Okay.
But because you're usually like fact is stranger than fiction, but sometimes it's just a little sus. Except my town moved the trick or treat night from Saturday to Monday. That sucks for us, because we live at the top of a pretty steep hill, and their dad will have the car for work since he works the night shift. Trick-or-treat starts at 7, and he leaves for work at 7. Now I walk up this hill when I absolutely have to, but I really try to avoid it. It's 8 blocks up to the top, and it's steep the entire way. Pushing a stroller up is hell. Convincing a toddler to walk up it is even more hell. I have asthma and often struggle up the hill with
what
it.
kind of adult has asthma?
So I can...
Fucking loser, dude. Yo.
That's fucking hilarious. You're not allowed to have asthma as an adult.
Bro, once you hit puberty, you better not have asthma anymore.
Bro, you can
I'm
have-
speaking from someone who had asthma at fucking 8.
Also, like,
so I got
also-
pubes, I lost that shit.
You still have asthma. It's just called like you're an out of shape bag of shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't breathe. That's just called being an out of shape adult.
Get an inhaler,
Asthma.
you fucking loser.
So I canceled the trick or treat plans because I can't do that hill with 2 kids after walking around trick or treating. Instead, I bought them baskets for a Halloween camp-in and movie night. They have Halloween-themed pajamas, some spooky cups for hot chocolate, books, a coloring book, a make-your-own monster kit, and spooky face masks. I also stayed up late to hand make some skull-shaped hot chocolate bombs with edible glitter, and I made a little ghost-shaped marshmallows for it. I also have candy and popcorn. But their grandparents are being being harsh about it. They said I'm ruining the holiday and that I should be ashamed that I'm, quote, depriving them of trick-or-treat just because I'm, quote, lazy. They also claim my kids would hate their baskets and be pressured to lie about their feelings because of it. I guess it could be selfish to cancel just because of the walk home, and maybe I should just tough it out. I don't want to ruin my kids' holiday, so am I the asshole for not taking them on the walk? Now, edit. I asked both my friends and grandparents for rides or help. They couldn't do it. I have comments explaining why. I did try to find alternatives. I'm not going to read those comments. Local taxi cab says online that they close at 7. So that seems a little weird.
Yeah. How do you fucking move to a place that doesn't suck?
Also, either way, I have no money right now. My bank account is at a whopping $2.41. Well, you probably shouldn't have bought all those costumes and shit, bitch. My kids did go to the Halloween parade in town this year, and they did go to the school Halloween parade. We didn't go to trunk or treat because my kids were sick when it happened, but my oldest didn't want to go in anyway for some reason, and my toddler didn't know about it and didn't care. We never missed trick or treat before, and we do participate in as many Halloween activities when they come around. My town is surrounded by mountains. I feel like a lot of people on here may not be familiar with rural mountainous towns. View the landscape as a bowl, and the town is in the middle of it. They built up into the mountains, and if you're unlucky enough to live on the edges of the town where they built up the mountain, it's not very fun. The only perk is that my house is too high in elevation to be flooded. Because of this, people here have made it a normal event to go to the bottom of the hill to hand out candy. You won't find houses up here with lights on and hoping the kids walk up the hill for it. They go to the bottom of the hill. And then one last thing, she edits and says that it's an ex-husband, so like the car situation isn't like as easy to share. And then the last one is, I don't know why this is a thing, but asthma is not a, quote, obesity disease. I don't know why. I don't know why there's
No,
a
it's
link.
a kid's disease, you fucking weirdo.
I don't know why there's a link between people telling me to lose weight and work out because I have asthma. I was born with it. I'm 5'2" and 121 pounds. I'm not losing weight. It's funny.
It's actually a good weight for my height. It's
Yeah.
actually a good weight for my height.
So.
She kind of sold me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know what?
I've come around.
You know what did it for me? That night sounds awesome. I don't want to walk around trick or treat. I'd rather do the fucking hot chocolate and watch movies and shit.
See, what did it for me was the fact that the rest of her life is so depressing.
So terrible. So terrible.
like,
Like,
dude.
hey, kids, guess what? We're staying in for trick or treat, or mommy's gonna kill herself, or mommy's brains are gonna be splattered.
I live
on the
in a
fucking
mountainous.
garage.
I live in the bowl of a mountainous town where the cabs stop at 7, and I have $2 to my name. But girl, do what you want.
Girl, drink a few bottles of wine and tell those kids to fuck themselves. Garrett, grab your Hitachi and go upstairs and call it a
Saddest
night.
3 things I've ever heard. Dude.
I live in a bowl. I've got asthma. I have $2. I don't have a car. I don't have a cab, and my kids hate me.
Whatever fucking makes you live to tomorrow, keep doing that.
Yo, I tell my kids, go on your fucking own. 7 and 3,
Yeah.
go do it yourselves. Come back or don't. I might not even be here. Who cares? If you kids go trick or treating,
I tie a string to the stroller. I'd be like, here you go. Let me know. I'll put you back up later. I'm not fucking. I'm not going
Dude,
here. Mommy's
could you
getting
imagine
ripped
that?
tonight.
fucking on like a clothesline. Asthma kicking
she's
in.
like Rambo and Cliffhanger. And not Rambo and Cliffhanger. Stallone and Cliffhanger.
Imagine those kids.
She's like Rocky and Rambo.
Imagine the kids in the stroller just like eating their Snickers. That is so goddamn funny. Mommy's in the garage letting the car run. Go do whatever you want.
You can do me a favor. Make sure you grab mommy one of those fucking Snickers with a razor blade in it. You know, the ones they talk about in the news all the time.
That never
That never happens.
Also,
mommy'd love one of those.
Also, shout out to the random people who like to give away their weed to random kids on Halloween. That's never happened once. But the reason I got suspect was like, what cab company closes at 7? How do you have $2 to your name yet you're spending all of this money on glitter and all that shit? You don't have any friends or grandparents with a car. Also, if your husband has to. Oh, she's talking about getting back up the hill, right? She can go down the hill and trick or treat, but then she can't get back.
But why don't you just drop your husband off at work or ex-husband?
Yeah, like that. There's other ways.
There's
around
a
that.
lot of ways.
Also, if he needs to get to work at 7, the cabs run at like 6.
Yeah, true.
So some of that shit ends up
Show up a
suspect,
little
but-
with work, bro.
But also, then it's like, I can't imagine just staying in she's in the comments like a motherfucker, just like arguing with everybody. So I'm like, you either are real committed to this or this is some real shit. But I'll tell you what. But what is that your honest answer? Not
What?
the asshole.
I actually
the-
think like
the
she
shitty-
is doing enough to make
Yeah.
it like a fun night. It definitely.
I'll say this: like your kids, it sucked. Like your kids are gonna be like the only kids in town who didn't go fucking trick or treating because their mom has asthma. That
But
sucks.
guess what, dude? I'll tell you what. My parents ruined things Halloween a lot more.
Bro,
than
I'll tell you what. Your parents ruined all your holidays.
Well, no. Everyone in New England, your Halloween got ruined because guess what? Your parents made you put on a fucking coat because it used to be cold in October. And now it's 70.
Right.
But back in my day, back in the day, it got cold in October, and you had to wear fucking jackets over your costume, and it ruined the goddamn costume.
Yeah.
And they didn't care.
I vividly remember one Halloween.
You're gonna catch a cold. That's not how you catch colds.
It's not because of the rain. I remember my mom walking. She trudged through we had like a monsoon one year. Like looking back, it was insane that my mom even did it. And I actually had like a little bit of foresight as a kid to be like, this was cool that mom did this. Like this,
Really?
like this is this. She went above and beyond. Like this is awesome. And I think about it every time to this day that I almost make fun of her. I'm like, there was that time in '93 that you walked around in a fucking like goddamn hurricane. So, but it does suck. Your kids will be made fun of. They probably won't have any friends, and you'll be known as like the fat poor family. but that
But guess
being
what?
said,
You already were.
yeah, those.
So you
they're
know,
just reiterating it.
Everyone already thought you were
Like,
fat, poor
bro,
family.
I don't even want to think about what
Was that
happens
chick
at Christmas.
5'1", $120? Might be time to hit the gym.
You're fat and poor, and you don't trick or treat. You have no friends. I don't even want to know what Christmas is like in that house, man.
Yeah, you better rob a bank before fucking Christmas comes around.
Sell some more meth because you're undoubtedly doing that right now. I do end up
trim.
I do end up I think that the night sounded awesome. I would like a little movie night with coloring books and hot chocolate.
I would
and
like that tonight.
Yeah, that's
as
what I'm
a
saying.
kid, I would.
Exactly. Like that sounds like an
Like, it sounds
awesome time
amazing.
for Halloween.
I'm gonna
now.
go home right after this, and I'm gonna watch like a bunch of horror movies.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of in the mood to be spooky.
You want to get spooky tonight, and we'll just fucking get high and do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it as soon as we go home from this.
me too.
Well, after I do 1,000 more trick or treating.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do it. Well, I'm being sincere with my
Yeah.
as soon as I get home
I
from
know.
this.
I'm gonna
You have
do
a
it-
bunch of parent stuff to
I'm
do.
gonna do it at like 8 o'clock tonight. It's so far away.
Bro, I'll be fucking
You'll be in
passed
bed.
out
Yeah.
high by then.
Fuck you. I hate you.
8 o'clock. Jesus.
Oh man. All right. 1 Minute Man is brought to you by Muggsy Jeans. Where's my jacket?
Can I do a little Muggsy Jeans thing?
Yeah.
We get your jacket too. I was like getting dressed this morning, and I got my whole outfit on, and I was like, all right, that's a pretty solid. Nothing crazy, but this is a pretty solid outfit.
Great fit.
And then I was like, I fucking made most of this.
The whole getup.
Like, the
got the
jeans, no.
shoes?
The jeans and the sneakers, no. But the top up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
The
this
hat,
is-
the hoodie,
I just
the-
accidentally put on all my own shit. This is
I
kind
know.
of sick.
Dude, we got you from head to toe. You can get our sneakers. You can get our fucking boxers. You can get nice pants. You can get lounge pants.
some
You can
boxers.
get jackets. You can get it all. The Muggsy jean jacket right there, available right now for the fall. Every outfit becomes like everything that you wear with that, it becomes a fit. You could be wearing a regular t-shirt. You put that on, it's a fit.
This is your again, global warming. This is your October, November, maybe a bit December jacket, and then over there,
the Sherpa one.
that's your late December, January, February.
It's got the Sherpa lining, which is there's two types of Sherpa in this world. There's like the like that Halloween woman Sherpa. It's like poor and not good. And then there's the soft kind. And what's good is the sleeve doesn't have it, because if the sleeves have it, it gets too hot and you can't get your arm through it. It's just like the vest and chest part.
Yeah.
And it's got the rose gold buttons, and it's also
Even just saying rose gold is nice.
fire, right? It's got a little Moon Man outline. But it's also like not bulky. Like a lot of times you put these on, you're
Yeah.
It's still a light jacket. It's just got the soft lining in the middle to keep you warm. got this up on you. Oh, when you're cold and it's just like, Mom, we have to walk up the hill.
This is ruining my Spider-Man costume.
Brought up Muggsy jeans, put it on. So either way, we got you covered for the fall and for the winter. And right now they have savings up to 30% at Muggsy.com. You don't have to do any code or anything like that. It's just 30% off your order, plus free shipping, free returns. It's life experience. It's life-changing comfort with style, and you can get it all at Muggsy.com. It's the perfect gift for anybody in your life. So if you want to get them either of these jackets or their stretchy sweatpants, they got flannels, jackets, cashmere, holiday pants, joggers, literally anything in your closet that you want. They've got it covered. So go to Muggsy.com. You had a little Halloween party, right?
Not really.
No?
No.
I thought you did. I thought you had a rager.
I invited a bunch of people to a Halloween party. No one came. Bro, so Friday night after we did the skeleton, we built a skeleton.
Which is amazing, by the way. Amazing.
Bro, it's you can only see its hand. Like when I'm laying in bed, you can only see its hand from my door.
So big.
It's so massive.
So much bigger than 12 feet or whatever it said.
I think it's like 13.
It's 50. It's huge.
It's humongous. But when I'm laying in bed, I can only see its hand, and I'm like, every time I look out my front, like the door to my porch,
Just laugh.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh, wait, that's right. There's a humongous skeleton out there. Okay. Like it has scared me 20 times.
Does your upstairs neighbor? Do you think they just look out and see a head?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I love the pictures that came out of it. The one where it's not done yet and you just see a giant pelvis.
Yeah, dude,
like,
the
this
pelvis
thing is
is humongous.
That one is so good. So good. That was great. Also, by the way, we looked at the total views for the skeleton build, and that's now our barometer. We compare it to all the other shows and how many views they get. And let's say sometimes we talk about how much money or resources is spent, and we just go skeleton build. Skeleton.
The skeleton build is bigger than a lot of big properties here.
Like it cost you what, $700, which was overpriced. We brought an overpriced one, and we still did more views than some major properties. Skeleton build.
Skeleton build, bro.
Also,
by the way, we might just start building things.
Yeah, that could be like Friday night build shit.
Because it actually worked out perfectly because we tried to build it. Like, if we just built it outside, it probably would have been like, all right, we built a skeleton outside. But the fact that we got it halfway done and realized it wasn't going to fit inside.
Amazing.
And had to take it apart and then carry it outside.
Yep.
It just made it so much better. And then this situation,
this was the best moment I've ever seen in my life. Watching your buddies just get like shut down by chicks is the best. Hey, we're having a party. You guys want to come?
They're like,
no, losers.
Have you seen it? You guys want to come over, check out our bones? Hey, Feits. Yeah. When are you having a party tonight? Who is it? The skeleton's already attracted people to your yard.
8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 o'clock.
that was me realizing it was women.
Yeah.
8 o'clock tonight.
Oh.
All right, fuck it.
Why so early, you fucking old men losers?
Like, don't worry, no one's gonna come anyway. They tweeted us they were gonna come. They never showed up. Like most of the people invited to the party.
Dude, thank God.
It was like no doubt, like top one worst parties ever been.
Thank God they didn't come.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
What would have happened if they showed up and it was just you and Tommy Smokes?
They
just
showed up.
a
It would
beer?
have been me, Nick, his brother, and Tommy Smokes drinking beers in the kitchen.
Is that really it?
By the end of it, yeah.
Keith came by.
Keith came by. Dressed to the nines.
And that's the worst. She's like, I shaved my balls for this. I dressed up for you fucks.
It was. I will take some blame myself. Oh, I'll take all the blame because it's my party. But like, I was arguing with a friend about some dumb shit, so like I kept disappearing to like just fucking fight with him on the phone. And then
what?
That's a different story for another day. And then it was just like no one came in costume. I didn't have any food.
Were you dressed up?
I was in the skeleton thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, you were dressed up. Nobody else was dressed up. You had no food or booze.
You didn't come in costume.
No, I didn't. I wasn't sure if I was going to come or not, and then it was like 11:30, and
I had booze.
You always have booze.
And then I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let's hop in an Uber right now. And like we left an arcade.
Yeah,
and came
you
over
shouldn't.
And then you walked in, you're like, fuck, I wish we went somewhere else.
And then everybody, but like those guys stayed.
Who?
Like Tommy, Nick.
Tommy was there basically all night.
Boy,
Tommy got there like at 8 o'clock,
huh?
and then was there till I
I mean,
would
he
say
had no other plans.
post
huh?
midnight.
That
But
guy
he didn't even come in costume. He came in a fucking Buddha Ben sweatshirt and a Minnie Mouse ears. It's like, that's not a Halloween costume, bro. Like,
I'm
it was-
sure this was for one of his bits or something, right?
Yeah, he was
Tommy's
sneaky
just
recording it.
always
I had one friend come in a Red Sox full Papelbon uniform, but also had an afro. And I was like, he kind of looked like Franklin from Arrested.
Holy shit, yeah, he did.
Yeah, right?
Is he black?
No. And then I had some friends who came and they were like, we're out of here. They left pretty quickly.
Did they? They were like,
Yeah.
fuck this.
All right, I'm going to go to
Yeah.
another party.
You're leaving out that we went to Party City before and bought how much?
So counting the skeleton, guess how much money I spent on decorations for this Halloween party? Now, mind you, the skeleton's $800. So
I don't even want to know. Another couple $100.
yeah, I probably spent in total about $1,300 for this Halloween party. Fucking no one came, dude. Anyone who came wasn't in the Halloween spirit.
What?
We just stood in my kitchen and drank beers in sweatshirts like high school kids.
What kind of decorations
Honestly,
did you get?
bro, I was like such a.
You getting
I-
like
I was-
cobwebs and shit?
I was, I was
cobwebs.
so like in the. I got a ton of cobwebs. I was buying extra.
Bro, you're breaking
costumes.
my heart.
I was in.
You're making
bro,
me upset.
we were at Party City. I bought extra costumes in case
Oh,
people didn't show up
no.
in costume. They could put these on.
No,
And then
John, this
they-
is worse than the trick or treaters in the Mountain Bowl.
They decided not to. I was like, "You want to put this on?" They're like, "No, we're all set."
Fog smoke, fog smoker.
oh my god! What a smoke machine and nobody was there.
Bro, picture my apartment. Okay, couple guys in sweatshirts.
No.
Halloween lights, spider webs. I bought extra skeletons, smaller than that one. Tombstones,
Lights, purple lights.
purple lights, light up jack o' lanterns, and just like 5 dudes in sweatshirts. That was a Halloween party I threw.
Pavs, you bought it with him?
We waited in an hour line at Party City.
No.
It was it.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
It was a serpentinian line that went
We
like.
went up and down 4 aisles.
Why did you do that?
I tried to leave 3 times, and they were like, "Are you gonna give up?"
I kept being like, "Yo, you can leave," and he's like, "Nah, I'll stay."
Bro, we talk all the time about how we don't wait on lines.
I don't know,
We're not
man.
line guys. You broke the fucking code
yeah.
for
Yeah.
your Halloween party.
I
That
mean,
sucked.
it's so much, but like, bro, I'm so much happier that I threw the worst Halloween party ever. because like,
you either want to have a great one or this.
yeah,
you
like,
don't want to be in the
dude, how
middle.
many people have gone to a party where it's like it was crazy, bro? We had so much fun.
Well, a lot of
Everyone's been to those parties.
Yeah, those are
not
awesome.
many people have been to like I've been to the worst
Oh,
party
that's
ever.
what you mean. Yeah,
I gave everyone a night to remember.
that's true. That is true.
I mean, and
Where were
like,
you, Jackie? How come you didn't come
Yeah,
by?
Jackie and Pavs didn't show.
How come Jackie didn't come through with like a harem of hot bitches?
I actually was planning on it, but I had like this was the thing was your issue was that you invited everybody like 3 days before.
Yeah, it was an
Halloween.
impromptu party. I brought the skeleton 5
I
days
know, but
before.
I had
3
already-
days is
I
not
already-
enough time.
What? No, I had already agreed to go to 3 parties that night. I was like, I
Oh,
can't
Miss
finish.
Popular.
Yeah,
I mean, I do on. Like,
I
it
don't
was
think
an
3
impromptu.
days is that crazy.
Yeah, no, Halloween, like that's people like that's like inviting someone to Thanksgiving 3 days out. Like people have their
Your
plans.
group
set in
chat was
place.
like 15 people, so it's
I
like
was just trying to get one person to come.
And you basically did. You basically got one person. Bro, that is deep down. Are you hurting?
No, honestly, no. Like,
In the moment,
I think it's
were you-
very funny.
In the moment, were you like, "This is so funny," or were you like, "Oh my
in
god"?
the moment, I was like, I can't wait to talk about something.
Yeah. I did even get the text. Like, I can't wait to talk about my Halloween party. I was like, "Oh, word." He was like, "It was the worst one ever."
Like,
This is such a job. Like when bad things happen, it's like, yes. It's a
fucking
dark place.
God.
I mean, for me, it was funny because the last time you invited me to a party, you said we're having brunch and watching the Masters, and this was like mid-COVID kind of. So
Yeah.
and when I got there, it was a fucking party. And then this one was
that
the
one
opposite.
we hadn't been to bed yet from the night before.
Yeah, that was a rager. Yeah. That was wild.
That one was.
You guys want
That one was on. We can't do many more parties like that in this life.
No.
That was one to remember and that's it.
I'll get an omelet and a mirror, please.
Dude, I showed up with pastries and everyone's like, "The fuck are you doing?" I'm like, I thought we were doing brunch.
Okay, 1 minute man. Texas A&M has another ridiculous tradition come out. If you didn't know about Texas A&M, they are they're in College Station, Texas. They have, despite having $1 billion, have the worst football program in the world, and then despite having the worst football program in the world, have the most diehard fan base ever. It's insane. It's a full-blown cult. The fans, the alumni, all of them are absolute. They've drank the Kool-Aid and they love Texas A&M, and for whatever reason, this year particularly, all of their dumb traditions have finally just made it to the internet. And I've always heard talk about it with Brandon and Casey about how like weird they are, but never seen it. And I think it's probably because they had like an effort to keep everything off the internet. Because once people saw their corny stand-up comedy thing with the overalls and the white suits, they were like, this place fucking sucks. And then they do that thing where they do the push-ups. They do the really fast push-ups, and they look like they're going to kiss. And then this one, the Great Pumpkin Parade, a.k.a. a fucking Klan rally.
Yeah.
And if it's not, you need to stop doing it because it looks exactly like one. It's a bunch of white guys with full-blown torches. We're not even doing tiki torches.
yeah.
We're doing like old-school torches. These guys, apparently also at Texas A&M, they have like a fake army. Like you're like a fake soldier.
It's like a weird it's like fake military.
It's like less than the National Guard. it's like below the Coast
They're
Guard.
ROTC.
Yeah, you're like below ROTC. You're like a fake soldier, and they put a pumpkin on a freshman's head, and I think it was just kind of coincidence. But the only black guy in the fucking video is the one in the middle wearing the pumpkin head. And they parade them around with ominous music like that. Dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun 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 dun.
It's a fire ass song though.
What is that?
I
think
don't
it's some
know.
Beethoven
Is that
shit.
Ride of the Valkyries?
Yeah, no.
No.
That's well, maybe I don't know. Maybe there's
don't
different
think
parts to
so,
Ride to the
but-
Valkyries. Ride to the Valkyries is the dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah,
dun.
that makes sense.
This one was just that ominous.
I love that song.
Yeah,
that
I think it's in like car commercials. A lot,
It used to be like what the Bruins did like before they came out. They had like their like
it's like a
highlight
classic
reel.
like hype up song, but
Yeah.
it's also a classic like some scary shit's going on. I also got a tweet
It is.
saying
I only learned about this from your Twitter.
Yeah, me too.
And I was my buddy Malcolm, who's in the skeleton video, is a black guy, and I just showed him. I was like, what do you think about this? And he was like, "What the
right,
fuck?"
like I
is this?
I genuinely was like the other shit's corny. It's just like, yo, Texas A&M is the cringiest school in the world. This was like either something very nefarious is going on, or it really looks like it.
Yeah.
Like you can't do this anymore because it's like it's like if you
What's the face paint all about? The face
paint
crazy.
is well. I mean, and a lot of people are like, "It's Halloween, man." I was like, "Okay, well, I've seen a lot of Halloween
you can't
parades
do- you can't
that
do-
don't include this."
That face paint
The torches
is racist.
Yeah, that is some
The
Nazi.
torches are racist.
That's some
And I'll be
Klan
honest,
shit.
The kind of the if you're wearing half a military uniform, that's racist.
Yeah, it is true. It's true
If you're
because.
in full military uniform, then you're in the
Well,
military.
because
That's fine.
that's the thing. You're in the military. This is like I just have fatigues in my closet.
right.
That's because you're in like a militia.
Yeah, that's because
In-
you're a fucking psychopath.
In the Mountain Bowl. They're about to walk up a big hill.
Yeah. Full
this-
military uniform,
All
obviously completely acceptable.
Full military. I salute you. Thank you for your service. Half military.
What's your deal, bro?
Half military,
What's your
I don't
deal?
want no problems, man. I'm sorry. Me and my family are just driving through. No, we don't know any black people. Like, you know. Also, I heard that. So the fake soldier thing is almost like a frat, and they in part of the hazing I heard is that they all piss in that giant pumpkin. The one that they put on
And
the
then
kid's
they have
head.
Oh, they piss in it before?
Yeah.
And then they dump it on his head with the
I don't know if
piss
they
in
dump it. I don't know if they dump the piss in it, but it's just like they use it as a toilet and they put that on your head.
This is the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, oh, good. I get to be the great pumpkin. I got a piss pumpkin on
But
my head.
I mean, like if there's not piss in it when you dump it on my head, I don't really care.
Well, I wouldn't want it. You know, it's a wet pumpkin on the inside.
Want it, but
I'd prefer
as far
not.
as like hazing goes, that's pretty good.
Oh, listen. At the end of this, they all fuck each other and piss on each other. Come on. I don't like to yuck. What is it? I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Yeah.
Everyone in College Station seems to love this stuff. So go ahead and do you.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's Texas.
But I'm just thinking.
Everyone in Texas seems to love this vaguely racist shit.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But I'm saying that, like, I genuinely think there will be a drop in applications because of this year. I'm not even kidding.
A&M's had a rough year.
Like the fact that like A&M was once Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
And now like Johnny Manziel used to be at like those rallies with like the hanky panky why would
what's
Johnny
hanky
Manziel's like
panky?
they call the opponent hanky panky. They do this thing where they'll be like they're telling some story and they'll be like, and that's like let's say they're playing the Mountaineers, they're playing West Virginia, and they'll be like, so one day like Mr. Aggie was walking through walking through West Virginia when he found a hanky panky a no good for nothing Mountaineer, and they do these weird like
when
things
they're in
like
the overalls.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
And then they go like,
God, it is
I
tough.
literally I got fucking cringe, fucking goosebumps from just reenacting it. And I'm sure Johnny Manziel just picked up a duffel bag of cash and was like, yeah, okay, hanky panky, whatever. See you guys later. I'm going to the pro. College Station, it's over for you guys.
It is.
Like the world knows your secrets now, and you guys are losers.
I think you quote tweeted someone being like imagine you went in the early 2000s and then, like later you had to realize you were in a cult.
Yeah.
And from what I see from A&M,
Like they
cult-like.
think they wear the college rings everywhere. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it makes me want to absolutely die.
I was really confused because Appalachia is definitely not a state.
How bad is that? They're playing Appalachia State. Appalachia's not a state, and they're like, woo!
I found them, and they're located deep, and I mean deep in the backwoods. Just like you would think any hillbilly college that names themselves the Mountaineers.
oh god.
Don't you want to die right now?
I just hope that these guys can get here tomorrow, right? Because I know for a fact that half of their football team can barely even read the name on their jerseys, let alone read a map.
Jesus.
It's the worst thing in the world.
It is.
It is like literally the worst thing in the world. So, and they wear the ring. They do this thing. They do the pumpkin, and I guess you're drunk, you're having fun, whatever. I don't know. You get literally like indoctrinated into it, and then somebody goes like, oh, like in Alabama, we fuck chicks and like do beer bongs and shit. Like I don't know. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute, you guys don't have weird rituals and shit like that.
As a Florida State alumni, I can say the is incredibly annoying. And if you do that anywhere in Tallahassee, but that's the.
But I kind of fuck with that. Like I mean, that's like a
the extent
timeless
of our
sports thing,
cult stuff.
Yeah.
That's a football chant.
Yeah, that's a chant. This is like
Or a sports
you're a cult.
It
You're
is,
a literal
like,
cult. And also the fact that come on, look at these guys. You're telling me this is not. You're telling me this is not like a Get Out situation. You're telling me this is not like all those guys have had lobotomies and they don't know what they're doing anymore.
Bro, they are such fucking losers. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
It is.
But within their world, I think they are like the guys.
I think
they are, bro. I think those guys walk around and it's like you're a yell leader. I think these guys, that's how crazy they are. But you're also telling me that these like the Texas boys, oil rich like donors aren't like these fucking. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like that these guys aren't gonna be like you get Nathan and Zach and Kip. Go to Kip. Look at Kip. Look at Kip necked.
God.
Hi, I'm Kip Connect. Look at
Why-
Kip.
wait, also,
bro, John.
why do
just
they-
just wait a second. Look at Kip Connect for a second. Kip Connect, class of 23. Holy shit! The fact that this guy is like one of the. Oh my god.
Yo, if Kip told me to do anything, I tell him to shut the fuck up.
When
he'd be like, root for your A&M boys. I'm like, I am
Shut the
rooting for
fuck up.
Appalachian State tonight.
Yo, Tommy Smokes at Fordham had more fucking like clout and like and whatever than this guy. Kip Connect has got to get out of here.
Why are they wearing their class rings already? And also, why are they on their no those are right hands? Never mind. Why but don't you get like a graduate? Like, isn't that a graduation?
I don't know.
Even if you're the
man.
biggest loser alive,
That's
you
probably
get a graduation.
That's
right?
probably your cult ring or something.
You're not wearing it. Fucking.
I can't
You don't
even-
have your class ring your sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe-
Again,
it's
even if you're
probably in his family.
if you're the biggest
That's
loser
probably his
alive,
fucking
you buy
grandfather or
one
something. No, that's probably what it is.
at graduation.
Probably
But-
bought one ahead of time. Ugh. So anyway, A&M dorks. Diddy, P. Diddy on Halloween. There's always a guy who takes Halloween a little too far, and it was Puffy. He went as the Joker. By the way, I have a take. When rich people have great costumes, I'm not impressed.
Bro, also, I don't think that fucking the Joker is a great costume anymore. I think it's
Yeah, but
it's-
I will say that his like, acting
it was a fucking joke in The Office.
Yeah,
that it was
a
old.
long time ago. Yeah.
The
It's
Office,
Kevin.
Kevin.
It's like 20 plus years ago, right?
The Michael Scott was
Yeah.
still on the show.
It's bad.
And like Dwight and Creed both show up
But
in Joker.
The last person I never expect though would be Diddy, right? Like, I don't know. He did kill it, like as the voice and the mannerisms and shit. But there's a video of him. He goes up to a guy from Power, 2-Bit is his name, and he was like in his face and being like doing the voice, and all of Puffy's crew are dressed like the clowns and shit, and they're all like up in this guy's face, and they're like, you pussy, and he's like. He's standing like, I'm not going to do anything, but like, I'm about to do something, you know? And Diddy's like in his face, and then he's kind of like, you know who I am? And then he changes his voice back. And he's like, do you know who I am? And the guy's like, what? No. Like, what the fuck? And then he never even says like, I'm Diddy. But eventually he's like, it's me. And he's like, brother, like we have to, like, you were ready to fight me, man. It's got to be love. It's got to be like love over hate. And it's like, what are you talking about? You're a fucking psychopath dressed as the Joker in my face calling me a pussy. Of course I'm ready to fight you. And then at the end, and this is the best, dude. This is the best. He hugs him out and he goes, come to the after party. We've got to change your vibration. Change your vibration, brother. Turn it up at the end here. He's saying it like right now.
What up, then, nigga? What's up? Fucking come over here and I'll bust your shit.
Nah, hey, keep it
You
pimpin'.
fucking pussy, make sure you don't never talk to me like that, nigga. I'm love, nigga.
Man. Keep it mackin', man. Don't even let him get you out.
It's like, what do you mean talk shit to me? What's going on right now?
And you got a
Keep
problem?
that shit mackin', man.
You really taking over my
He
energy
wanna
right
hurt you.
now?
Nah,
And
don't
so
do it.
what did I do
Don't
to
it for this
you?
crowd. Don't do it for
What
this
did I do to
crowd.
you?
What did I do to
Do you know
you?
who I
This
am?
crowd.
Do you know who I am?
Bro, for what?
Bro, do you know who I am? It's all love. It's all love, bro. It's all love, bro. Yo, bro. It's all love. It's Puff. Come here, give me a hug, though.
Also, it's like nobody knows you as love, Puffy. Nobody calls you that.
I'm really about that. And I love you. And we're together. We stronger together. You lucky nigga. Come here. Hold on. Come to the after party and change your vibration.
Change your vibration.
Change your vibration.
Like, this is
Bro, like-
way too much.
Halloween is
Way
so
too
fucked.
much. It's so
Do you know
crazy.
who I am? Like, no, you're in costume.
Yeah.
You are disguising your identity. I have no idea who
And
you are.
like a, you know, it's not just like I have a mask. It's like I'm fully dressed. He had white skin. Like here is white. Like I mean, like this is like painted white. But
Yeah.
then here was a white person's skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he made it look like he went that far. So it's like, yeah, I had no idea you're a fucking black guy. I'm not thinking you're Puffy. You look like a white guy dressed as the Joker. I mean, Halloween, you can just. I'm surprised more people don't get murdered every Halloween. Like, that's the night. Just fucking go up to someone dressed as the Joker and fucking shoot them. And then it's like, who was it? Like, it's the Joker.
I don't know. There were 10,000 Jokers in Manhattan last
Yeah, like
night. More
what
than
would you
10,000.
do? What would you do this year? What would be the? I'd be like,
It's, I
Kanye or
would
something,
go
you
so
know?
far as to say that I bet the Joker is still the most popular Halloween costume every year.
Probably
I would guess since The Dark Knight came out.
every year. It's like top
every
of the
year,
list.
the
Yeah.
Joker is number one.
Can we just? Were you rolling when we watched Kanye before?
Yes.
Can we just put that in?
Yeah.
Our genuine reaction. All right. So Kanye is still out here talking about the Jews. And this time it was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Wait, did you see Kanye too when he said Jewish people?
Yes, that was
That was
unbelievable.
the funniest thing of all.
Oh, he goes. Now, as far as I think he's talking about wearing the MAGA hat. He goes like, as far as the red hat goes, that was like a misdiagnosis, and everybody knows what kind of doctor misdiagnosed me. I'm not gonna say it. It was a Jewish doctor.
Misdiagnosed by I'm not gonna say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
It's the best. It's the best.
Mentally ill people are so funny.
Bro, he gave it 1 second of honest, earnest. I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it. 1 second. It was a Jewish doctor.
I watched that all night last night.
I did. You know, my mom sometimes occasionally sends me just like inspirational texts, official quotes.
Oh, God.
And this morning she's texted, "You were once wild. Don't let them tame you." And I want to send that to Kanye.
Yeah, just keep going, man. Keep going.
And then also Kanye was tweeting later, not later, but last night. Kanye was tweeting, Instagramming about a couple of people. It was who else did he have? He put Stephen A, which he's like there's a couple of.
Well, so wait. So Kanye took to Instagram and started posting about the media, and again, it's the JM. That's the other funny thing. You hear when this originally started, he was like, the Jewish media this and the Jewish media that, and they were like, you can't say that. And so he goes, okay, the JM says that you can't.
No, I do not.
You'll know what it is, Kanye.
He did Kyrie too. That was the other guy.
Oh, he's just doing Kyrie? Okay.
And he said that Kyrie and Stephen A. Smith are still like real ones who he's
because
like,
Kyrie just did a whole thing where he like posted about some anti-Semitic stuff, right?
Yeah.
But another thing that happened this weekend, Kyrie, bro, do you know how many wrong turns you have to take in life to be standing at the podium of a post-game sports press conference, and you have to address the fact that you believe Sandy Hook is real?
he went Alex Jones.
You have to. Like, he's like.
that.
By the way, I don't believe Alex Jones on that. Like, I do think Sandy Hook happened.
Oh, he did one of those. Like I do, but I do believe him on this.
It
sort of
was.
thing.
He's like, I'm not an Alex Jones guy. Like, I think Sandy Hook was real,
bro.
And it's like, dude, do you know how bad you have to fuck up to be at a sports game press conference and say, just like to address something, I believe Sandy Hook happened.
That guy sucks. Him and Marcus Stroman suck. All
What's
they do is
Stroman
talk.
do?
Yeah, Stroman's just like a JV Kyrie. Just
really?
Always, yeah, just like always tweeting about this sort of bullshit. But Stephen A. Smith must have got on the phone real quick and been like, Kanye, stop talking about me.
Yeah, bro. Yo, do not fuck up my bag.
Yeah,
I am.
Like, because Stephen A. Smith is one of those guys. Like I think he's navigated this world pretty well. Like I think once or twice he said something to get like in a little bit of hot water, but I think he's quick to be like, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And like pretty much everybody, I think, kind of loves him. I would imagine. You do not want to get pulled into this. Did you see the video of him? Oh fuck, who was it? I think it was just a random like black Twitter guy who tweeted it, so I don't know if you'll be able to find it. Him walking the court in LA. Did you see that pass? Mm-hmm. He is so awesome. He doesn't know he's being filmed, and he's just the way he struts is just like it is. He just thinks he is.
Dude, but he is that guy, dude.
Yeah, but the way
Stephen A. Smith, and I think this is an overused term, but I'm still probably gonna try and make shirts about one day. Stephen A. Smith is him.
He's him.
Stephen A. Smith is
no, he is. I mean, he makes
him.
so much money, and the tweet was so vague. It was like just look at like Stephen A. Like, but he had this leather jacket on and some like gator skin shoes, and he's just like strutting. Like, what's up, like daps it up. It was just like, you would have thought he was like going to play that night.
Dude,
it was amazing.
Stephen A. has one of the all-time coolest quotes, I think, when he signed his newest deal, which I think he makes $10 million a year, something like that.
Money. There it is. I love that Pavs knew just to search when your uncle shows up. Look at him. He's doing like doing the little nose rub thing and like the shake. It's so good.
Dude, but here's the deal. This is a pretty normal walk. except for the fact that it's Stephen A.
That is, yeah. That's why
that's the best thing you can say about Stephen A.
Yeah,
You're
it's like a chicken or the egg thing.
This is only interesting because it's Stephen.
100%. He is the fucking man.
But when he signed his new deal, he said like something to the effect of like, I've always told young kids, do not aspire to be LeBron James. You can't be LeBron James.
Yeah.
You can be Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, but I don't even know if that's true anymore.
I don't know if that's true anymore.
I do get what he's saying, that like you don't have to be physically blessed with
you
like,
can't have this
but you
incredible
almost like
athletic
do need to be. He's got something that not many people have.
He's also big and can bucket.
Yeah,
Stephen A's like 6'5", I think.
No, really?
Yeah, Stephen A's a lot bigger than you.
Wow, that helps. That helps a lot. Like when I see Jeff passing, it's like, oh god. Like,
wait, he's only 6'1"? Oh, I thought he was bigger.
But still, that's when you're up against like all these other guys in entertainment are so fucking tiny. Kanye takes the cake with the Jewish doctor thing. Not a very close second place. Antonio Brown trying to talk his way through some of the shit he's been posting. He was told by I'm assuming told by a lawyer to just tell people that his Tom Brady comments and posts are a parody, and I'm guessing he just saw it in writing, and this is what he said it was. It's a parody. It's a parody, man. Come on, man. My joke is just a parody. I'm gonna start saying that to people, and they're gonna go like, "What?" And I'm just gonna be like, "Parody."
If you don't know what parody means, you're not.
That's
online
on
enough.
you. Yeah. Right.
Get more online. Get your fucking online numbers up. Get your screen time up.
Did I fuck Giselle and like am I the father of her kids? I don't know. It's a parody, man. It's a parody.
I have said this before, and I will stand by it. Don't make fun of people who mispronounce words because it means they learned it by reading. I don't know. I think Antonio Brown was reading maybe a Cliff Notes. I don't think Antonio Brown picked this up in
like a legal book.
Yeah.
No, I guarantee you a lawyer handed him a piece of paper and said like, if anybody bothers you about like what you're saying about Tom Brady, just tell him that it's this.
It's a parody.
Okay, parody.
It's a fucking parody.
That was what I think in parody. Yeah. Bartender, do you have any parodies back there? All timer, man. By the way, he is like a prominent position in Kanye West's.
He is the president of Donda Sports.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody who's signed with Donda Sports, you're an asshole. Before this Jewish media stuff, you're already a fucking asshole. And last thing, Jake Paul. He's just like, I know Anderson Silva. Yeah, I'm gonna go in like a minute. You can do voicemails on your own. Jake Paul. I know Anderson Silva's old now, and I think he was coming off of surgery. But he, like, I don't know. At one point, he was like the greatest fucking fighter in the world.
Yeah.
And
he's
Jake Paul,
he's like 47. He's old.
I know he's old. And like, the thing that Jake Paul needs to do, because he goes anytime, anywhere, any place. So I want someone to be like, you need to fight Hector Dominguez in the Bronx.
Who's that?
I don't know. Like, just some fucking guy who's a real boxer. Like, just prove that then.
Yeah.
But I know. I know he knows what he's doing. But like, I think the next step for him is not another big name. Just fight a normal person. But he's don't. But I don't know.
But someone said it to me.
Also,
so I was tweeting about it on Saturday. I watched the fight Saturday. I watched it live. It just happened to be like on my Roku. I didn't even know that fight was happening.
Yeah, that did not get a lot of pub. I felt like the usual, like the first ones did.
On my fucking Roku homepage, it was like one of the ads, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll pop this on, whatever.
Yeah.
And we got into a big debate, heated debate with everyone again. Be like, why don't you just stream it?
Oh,
I don't know, because
I can afford it.
I have a job, man. I fucking buy things.
Yeah.
It's easier to fucking just click buy than it is to have
a TikTok
10,000 different fucking links. Like, oh, this one doesn't work. It's easier for me to spend $50. I don't know. Sorry. And I have more than $2 in my bank account. I don't live on top of a hill.
Seriously.
But that was, so I clicked buy. I didn't watch any undercard. I just saw it in time to catch that fight. Like literally, like as the walkouts were happening, I clicked it on, and that was an awesome box. That was entertaining as fuck.
Was it? It was good.
It was a legitimately really fun boxing match.
Yeah,
like they were fighting.
That's
they
what
were
I
fighting.
mean.
Like,
and I know he's old, but like, all I'll say, it's kind of like what you said about Stephen A. Smith is like he's doing it. That was a normal walk, and he's the one doing it. Like prior to this, I would have said Anderson Silva, until he's 100 years old, could beat the fuck out of like anybody.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, not Jake Paul. And maybe.
And this was a close match. This was.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really debates the fact. I think Jake ended up winning it like in the last 2 rounds.
Because he knocked him down.
He knocked
right?
him down in the last round, maybe the second
I
last
think it was
round.
the last round. Yeah.
And
you got to be able to throw hands a little bit.
It was a close
Anderson
fight.
Silva at any point. You know?
Also there were probably 2 or 3 rights he threw that missed. But it was like that was a fucking right.
Right. No, he's a monster, dude. And the only thing better than he is at boxing is being the marketer and the promoter. So he knows he's never going to just be like, okay, I'll fight a random in his prime professional boxer, even if he's not a superstar. Just fight some of these guys who's like, blah, 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 you know. He won't do it because he'll probably play the card of like he's not a big enough draw. We're here to make money.
100%.
But it's also like, if you were anytime, any place, anywhere, you would do that. But he won't. He'll pick like Conor McGregor.
Anytime, any place, anywhere
next.
for the right price.
Yeah, for the right price and for whatever benefits me the most.
Yeah,
like beating you. But I think we've gotten to the point where like if you did just beat a regular person who is a professional boxer, the haters would be like, "Fuck, what do we say now?"
It is so lame. Like again, boxing is about as dead as baseball. Which I read a very interesting article on that today. But it is like. I don't know. People don't watch it. People don't talk about it. It doesn't. Right. They were arguably 50 years ago the 2 biggest sports in America.
Sure. Yeah.
And
now they just don't.
Now they're both like neither of them drive even a fucking iota of national discourse.
And MMA it does. So like
MMA, right.
So it's like
but
that
it's
not that like it got too violent or whatever. It's like it's the problem with the sport because the one that's exactly like it but run the right way is a monster.
Yeah. But it is like there are still like the 15 left fucking fight purists who get in your mentions like he's not a real fighter. Right. Someone asked me they're like well he doesn't fight guys that like lead to a belt. Like, do you want to know if he's great or do you want to be entertained? I was like, entertained. Final answer.
Yeah.
I absolutely want to be entertained.
No doubt.
I don't give a fuck if he's great or not. I want to be entertained.
Yeah.
I don't care how people remember Jake Paul and the legacy of fighting. I'd love him to watch a Saturday night fight and be entertained.
I'd love him to go fight Deontay Wilder. That would be cool. I don't think that's gonna happen, guys. So just give me the entertainment.
Yeah, he's ruining the sport. Which I from what I gather from what fighters say is he's not.
We're talking about boxing.
He's bringing it back and also like
it's a
he
circus.
Calls out Dana White where he's like hey, you should pay UFC guys more.
Well, he's really smart about that. Where he's like, I'm going to be on the side of the fighters so that they can't clown me because it's like I'm about fighters' rights.
Yeah,
they can't be the guys being like, "Fuck you, dude."
Pretty smart angle.
Yeah. Nate Diaz, I think, is like next. Who he's calling out?
Yeah, he called out Nate Diaz. He called out Canelo.
Yeah. So I mean, Canelo is like, come on.
Canelo's a fighter.
But Nate Diaz is like. I think just retired or that was like fighting one of his last matches. Nate's probably one of those ones that's on the border of like it could happen.
Yeah.
If Nate Diaz loses to Jake Paul, I'll die.
Dude,
Nate Diaz is one of like he's him. Nate Diaz is him.
The last Nate Diaz fight I watched wasn't for a belt, but it was called the baddest motherfucker alive fight.
Yes, yes. You can't lose to Jake Paul.
He won. No, he might have lost.
But it doesn't matter. He's still the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah,
but you can't be the baddest motherfucker alive.
No, he lost it. But somehow he was still.
It was like it was at
he
the
was
end
so
when
covered in blood.
Remember when he
it was versus Masvidal.
He popped that guy and he like was stunned. And he could have jumped on him but instead he was like, yeah, motherfucker, that's right. Yeah. And he just didn't keep fighting. The bell rung. And it was like, whatever, that was cool. I love him. All right, time to get into voicemails. I'm going to bounce. You guys do those on your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, KFC? Feits, Jackie, everybody else in the back. So last night I was leaving my buddy's house and I dapped him up, said, all right, man, I'm heading out. He says, all right, cool. I'm going to jerk off, and then I'm going to go to bed. And I stopped for a second, and I looked at his hand, and I looked at him, and I said, I don't love knowing that I'm the last person that you touched before you jerked off. And he sat there, and he just laughed, and he's like, oh, dude, you're the last person I've touched before jerking off more than anybody else. I said, what? No, that can't be right, you know? And he's like, well, I mean, I think like almost every time we hang out, I'll shake your hand, dap you up, whatever. And then like maybe a couple hours later, I'll jerk off, but like I didn't touch anybody in between then. And I think, I'm like, man, this motherfucker might be right. So like I know for a fact back in college, like I used to, you know, pat my roommate or whatever when I was going to bed, that sort of shit. And then later on, I'd jerk off or there for a while. Like, I think my parents would probably wake me up off the couch and shit, be like, all right, hey, go to bed, you know? And then later on, I'd jerk off.
I fucking hate that.
So I'm trying to think of like significant others, maybe, but like how often are you actually jerking off like after you've touched them? So yeah, that's my question for you guys: is who is that person in your life that you've most often touched prior to jerking off? Sorry, it's kind of convoluted, but I know you can follow it. So.
I feel like this one's pretty straightforward, actually.
First of all, I hate. He mentioned how your parents wake you up on the couch. I fucking hate how your parents do that. When when I fall asleep watching TV, and like my mom goes to bed earlier, so my dad's usually the one who will wake me up and be like, all right, go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm in bed. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. I'm like, this couch is perfectly comfortable. I sleep on my couch in my apartment so often. That's been addressed many a time. I sleep on my couch in my apartment. Like, I would guess it's close to 50-50. I've been there for about a year and a half. I would guess it's probably like 200 days on my couch, 200 days on my bed.
I've had my dad wake me up and ask if I'm comfortable on the couch.
I was.
Yeah. And I'm like, and then he's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, I get you're just trying to be nice and give me a pillow, but I didn't need one anymore.
Yeah.
I did it. I fell asleep here. It's fine. And yeah, I think every single time I go home that happens.
It's crazy. It is. And again, like, but also I do feel bad because now we've kind of switched places in life. Where like when your parents get older and you're kind of like, where now my dad's the one who's zonked out on the couch most of the time.
Yeah.
And I just get up and go to bed and turn the lights off because that's what I would want done to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, poof, his 60-year-old back's gonna be hurting in the morning. But as for the regular question, I don't know. I don't think I really have an answer because most of my life I've never really had roommates for that long. First of all, like when I lived with Lou and Gaz, like we didn't even talk to each other, let alone touch each other.
I don't think I've ever like dapped up my roommates before going to bed.
Yeah, sometimes they'll hit a pound, but like it's not like all right, later, babe, love you. Like, and also it's not the kind of family I grew up in. We didn't like hug each other and kiss each other goodnight and shit like that. Like it was just like, all right, I'm going to bed. See you later. So I don't know. I don't touch a lot of people before bed. I would guess. I really don't know. I don't think it's a lot of people. I also don't think it's weird to be like, I don't know, your fucking boy's hand. I don't give a fuck. I think maybe with a woman, it's a little more invasive because the masturbation procedure is a little more invasive. Yeah. Like with a guy, like I don't fucking care. I don't wash my hands ever, bro. Like honest to God, you want to know the question? What have I touched the most before I jerked off? Probably a subway rail.
Oh yeah,
probably a subway rail or a sandwich. would be my top two
in any order.
It's definitely not a human being. Was the last thing I touched? It's probably like food. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah,
that was good. I'm horny now. Do you guys have an answer? No one's got an answer.
I don't touch people. I don't think. Yeah.
I don't touch people. Okay.
So tonight, I'm giving all my roommates firm handshakes. They're gonna have no idea. Good night, guys.
Also, I'm a lefty, by the way, so I don't touch any. Like when I dap people up or whatever, that's my right hand. When I'm intimate with myself, it's my left hand.
I don't even think I could physically I wouldn't be able to do it with my left hand.
I can't do it with my right. People say that all the time. Like, oh, like I do a hey stranger or whatever. I don't fucking no. That's impossible. I'm not coordinated enough. I'm mildly ambidextrous, but not that ambidextrous.
Hey guys, so way back in the Asa Kira days, Kevin and Asa had a conversation about a vibrator that you can control from your phone. So the guy holds it, the girl has it inside of her, he can control it from her phone. What they neglected to mention in that conversation is that vibrator, you can also link it to your Spotify and make it play to the beat of any song. So my question is you get the vibrator aux, what is the first song you're playing? Obviously my first thing would be Sandstorm. I just think that would be funny. And two, do you think, if I guess you're the girl in this scenario, you'd be able to guess what song is playing?
Ayo technology.
I I don't know if I know that one off.
AO Technology, 50 Cent, Justin Timberlake. You got me screaming, AO. You don't know this song? No. Bro, AO Technology, this is like an old school KFC Radio throwback. Like, that's my boner song. Bro, AO Technology is the best song to fuck to. It is like, the beat is perfect. And not that I'm some person who can fuck on beat. I can't dance on beat, let alone fuck on beat. But like, AO Technology is the best sex song of all time. It is slow, it is fast, it is erotic, it's about fucking. AO Technology. If I was gonna put a dildo inside myself, it's gonna be playing AO Technology. That's for goddamn sure. I promise you that. And would I recognize it? Yeah, in a heartbeat. I'm like, this is JT's verse right here. It is. Wait, I want to play it real quick.
I got it.
You got it? Yeah. Just, I don't know. We can't put it in the podcast, but I want. So I won. Who wants to come in second place? Who's got a song?
I was gonna say, now that you got that in my head, it's anything that JT did in that era.
Yeah.
Like, there were like 5-6 songs there that all fit that vibe.
Dude, that one he had with T.I. What was the one with T.I.? It was about traveling. I used to know T.I.'s whole verse on that one.
That's
sing that shit in the shower.
I think that was the one that, like, I wanted to know a rap song, so if it came on, I could sing all the words and seem cool. I learned all of that, and like there were like 3 T.I. songs. I'm like, I can keep up with these.
Tip. That one is. I mean, it's the definitive answer is AO Technology. I promise you.
Do you know if you're actually hearing the music or it's just the beat, the bass?
I would guess you feel like you think like the fucking dildo is playing the music. I actually would love that. Like you're like what is that noise? Like, sorry, I'm listening to AO Technology in my pussy right now.
It's like the TikToks.
I'm sure you can put in headphones too. I don't think the dildo itself plays.
It's like the TikToks. Put the phone in your mouth and it plays the song.
No, I don't know what that is. I don't understand the reference.
Oh yeah, I keep dropping TikTok on it.
But the it's AO Technology. It is absolutely AO Technology, and yes, I would recognize it. Answer.
Me?
Yeah.
Something like No Games by Sarani. You would recognize it if you heard it.
I don't know what any of those words you just said are.
If I played it for you, you would know it.
No Games by Sarani.
Yeah, this
I'll bet
song-
you a fucking $100. I don't
gets
recognize
me
this. I actually do know this song. Okay, I owe you $100. It's kind of a pop. Yeah, it's a little aggressive for me. No, that's a good answer, Jackie.
Well, I mean, I was just purely thinking about the beat, the bass.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Do, like that one.
What?
Like just the one they play at games.
Are you
Like
saying
frat parties.
the boom boom boom? I want you
no,
in my
no,
room.
Let's
no,
spend
the
the
Venga
night
Boys?
together from now
No,
until-
like just like na 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 na.
I don't know what.
What? I'm literally singing. It's like
we
the
haven't been at
song.
frat parties in a while.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Zombie Nation?
No. I wouldn't know the name of the song,
I
but
don't know
I
the
can
name of it.
actually kind of hear it now that
I
you're
mean,
saying
they played
that.
it yesterday all game.
Do it again.
I'm not gonna keep doing it again.
You're not-
Now I'm getting nervous.
Why? No, I think you're right. I'm just trying. It doesn't matter. I actually won't be able to tell. Like, I won't know the name of the song. But that's not bad either. I still won. I won this one. But, all right, last voicemail.
All right, KFC. We've got a question. Well, I've got a question.
What's up, Taylor?
Hey, what up, Jackie?
What up, Jackie? Jacked up.
All right, so I've got a baby. You guys have clearly slept with women that have had babies. So what's the difference between sleeping with a woman that has had a baby and a woman that hasn't? Or I guess a girl that hasn't. Vagina-wise, let's be real. All right, have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
That's a great question. Kevin would be better at answering it than I would. I actually don't think I've ever slept with a person with a baby.
I was just thinking that. Probably slept with somebody that was pregnant at some point, but
what?
Didn't have a baby.
I've gotten people pregnant.
I'm not saying they were pregnant when I was. I'm saying they're probably pregnant at some point.
I don't think I've ever slept with someone with a kid. And also, by the way, fucking my dick would not have any idea the difference between anything, dude. My dick can barely tell the difference between a mouth and a pussy, let alone a pussy that's had a baby. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you've ever had sex with someone pregnant? Well, not pregnant. Who's giving birth?
Nah, Jackie.
There is like I have that story of like when I was like 18 or 19, and I hooked up with a MILF, and I think she didn't have a kid. Like, but I remember like checking, and I don't know if I can definitively say she didn't have a kid. I went into her kitchen and just looked at the fridge, and I was like, all right, no report cards, no like children's drawings. So like she doesn't have a kid, which is not a scientific explanation. But like that was all I needed to see, because at 18 I was like, I guess I was scared of having sex with a girl with a kid. Fuck. I don't think I have. I would actually like to ask Kevin this question. I don't think he can answer it legally speaking. But I would be shocked if I'll say this: if I have had sex with a woman who has a kid, there is no difference whatsoever. But I can't tell a difference in vaginas.
You can or you can't?
I can't, like, with having some different people, I'm like, this person's vagina feels different. But it's not like this one has pushed a baby out. It's just like, this feels different. This is a different kind of vagina than I was with the other day. Or the other year. Whatever. I don't know. However often you think I have sex, that's how often I have sex. Fuck. I wish I had a better answer to this question. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah. Also, like, it is.
Also, yeah. This feels like a trap.
It feels like a trap, but also, like, I mean, guys are stupid. Guys don't know how to have sex. Guys accidentally put stuff in the wrong hole. Like, if you can't tell the difference between a butthole and a vagina, you can't tell the difference between pre and post baby vaginas. It's just a fact, and I fall into that category. Like, I don't even know what this is. I've had sex before where people are like, can't we had anal last time? Like, we had anal last night? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you just went for it. I'm like, I had no clue.
I couldn't tell the difference. All right. Now, granted, I was drunk, but what are you going to do?
We might need a little bit of buffer here.
Okay, I'll just do the Moneyball thing. I was just reading an article today in The Atlantic this morning about how it's actually a pretty interesting article, and I would like to talk about it with Kevin, but he's not here. So we're going to talk about it with you guys. It is about how Moneyball ruined America.
Just the book or movie, or
like just the idea of Moneyball ruined American culture, which isn't really shocking news. There wasn't anything like particularly revelatory in the article, but it was like breaking down how like it's not that like baseball isn't popular anymore. It's just that we solved it. Like, we know how to play baseball now, and it's not as entertaining. And it's talking about like finite versus infinite games, and like winning a baseball game is a finite thing.
Yeah.
So you do the best thing you can to win that game, which is
just get someone on
base. You use 6 pitchers a game, high velocity. The batters try and do change their launch angle to have a higher likelihood of hitting a home run. But infinitely in the infinite game, that makes baseball pretty boring. Do you know in the 90s that there were 5 times as many hits per game as there were strikeouts?
I believe that.
Now there are far more strikeouts than hits per game, which is like obviously takes away from the game. But then it extrapolated all that and kind of made it more into like all of American culture, where like people are like Hollywood sucks now, right? Like all they do is reboots and stuff like that and sequels. It's like, yeah, that's not because they're dumb. It's because they're smart.
Yeah.
Those would make a ton of money. What do you like? I don't know. Like, and that sucks because there's no more
like original
uniqueness
stuff,
to it. But
they don't really take risks. Like, I mean, even when we had Ben Schwartz in, when he was like, they don't make comedies. They don't make $10 to $12 million comedies.
Right.
Which is
what, shout out Brad Pitt. That's what his company does. They don't really do comedies, but they do
indie movies. And
it's called Plan B Productions, which is like I think it's actually such a weird gap. I believe it's under $10 million a budget is considered an indie movie.
Yeah.
and then like a major motion picture is considered $100 million budget. So he does in between, which is a humongous window. It's a $90 million window. But he also is, again, shout out Brad Pitt, considered one of the most supportive black voices in Hollywood. Obviously, his voice itself is not a black voice, but he makes a ton of movies. Like he did 12 Years a Slave, he did Selma, he did Moonlight.
Oh wow!
He did like a ton of the, what are considered to be some of the better black movies made in the last decade. Were all produced by Brad Pitt's company.
I didn't realize that. But also like
it's him and De Niro. De Niro's also considered one.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
I didn't know that. One of the things that just got a reboot, which I thought, what do you remember? Sausage Party?
I never saw it, but I know the movie.
I just remember hearing it was fucking terrible, and like even the parts I've seen, I'm like, this is a stretch.
Yeah,
this is like one of the last thing all those guys did together. I feel like, and then like all kind of went their separate ways, like Seth Rogen and them. That just got greenlit for like a full not Disney, but like Amazon series.
Oh, I knew it got a sequel. It's a series.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole like little TV show, which I'm like, I don't understand how that like.
I could not disagree more with you, Nick. I think that was absolutely that was genius. Yeah. That entire movie.
I thought it was art. It was truly art.
They didn't miss. Like I was laughing from beginning to
really?
It's a
maybe I haven't watched it.
Creative. It's like also like they obviously were on drugs when they did it, and like it's just so creative. Like it's so cool.
Really?
Sausage Party gets overlooked and it doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Love Sausage Party.
I think that might be like an age thing. Like when it came out.
I was surprised. I heard it was very funny.
Oh, I heard only bad things.
I mean, maybe like critics, but like I mean,
no,
critics
not
don't like any comments.
I mean, like from friends.
From friends?
Like, yeah, no, I don't.
82% Rotten Tomatoes, even the critics.
All right, maybe I'm fucking wrong about sausage.
But yeah, in that article in the one in Atlantic, it talks about how like it breaks down music, how I guess pre-90s, it wasn't Billboard couldn't check like stats, so they just had to listen to the record labels on who was their most popular thing. But the record labels would always just lie.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, they would just promote who they thought was the best or who they wanted to be the best. And post 90s, they were like, we're actually just going to take the data and we'll make our own. And like pre 90s, everyone was like, oh, rock and roll is the biggest brand in America or biggest music in America. And then as soon as they actually got the numbers, they're like, oh no, it's hip hop and country. Like no one likes rock and roll. And it is basically about how like then because of the Billboard charts being accurate, popular songs stayed on them longer, which means then people wanted to sound like those songs, which means all songs sound the same now. And then also all movies are the same now. Like it did like it wasn't that big a gap. It was they did 2019 to 2022. The top 10 movies in both years are the exact same. Like it's 2 Marvel movies, 2 cartoon sequels, a Batman reboot, a 90s blockbuster, Top Gun. I don't know what the one in 2019 was. Whatever. But the top 10 is like the exact same. They're all the exact same movies. And the argument is that like it's not that Hollywood got dumb. It's Hollywood got smart. We're like, okay, this is what makes money. Let's just keep making this. But that's the moneyballification of it all. And it fucking ruined basically American culture.
Wait, is it saying that the movie Moneyball is what like
no.
The idea behind
the idea of Moneyball, Billy Bean, basically. We can all blame Billy Bean. Billy Bean ruined American culture.
My favorite movie ruined all of the future of my favorite
and by the way, didn't even get a World Series out of it. Just ruined the country and didn't even get a World Series.
They also don't talk about they had 3 All-Stars on that team. Which
that is.
They had like the
get
best
me started
pitch,
about that goddamn fucking movie. I also love that movie. Yeah. They forget to mention Miguel Tejada, fucking Mulder, Zito, and there was someone else too, right? Hudson.
Yeah.
They forget to mention Tejada and the 3 Cy Young candidates on that team, and it's all Scott Hatterberg, bro. Which is, I mean, I love Scott Hatterberg. Shout out, Red Sox legend. I believe also the only Red Sox player to hit, I want to say 2 grand slams in the same inning.
What?
I think maybe it's the same game, but he hit like, and maybe honestly they might have been from 2 separate sides of the plate. I'm actually interested to see.
I know Tatis and his dad, I believe, both did it. Um,
Bill Miller, no. Nomar, no. Tatis, there he is. Fucking Hatterberg did something. I'm gonna Google that real quick because I want to give an answer for that.
I watched When Harry Met Sally. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Last night. Or
Oh, you know what it was? It was grounded to a triple play and hit a grand slam in the same game.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That is a legend move. What were you saying, Pavs?
I watched Harry Met Sally for the first time last night. Like threw it on at like 1 a.m. Billy Crystal does not have a bad outfit that entire movie. I mean, just 10 out of 10 across the board.
I have not. I did not notice that. I've only seen it once. I did see Banshees of Inisherin recently. It's unbelievable. Colin Farrell doesn't have a bad outfit that whole movie.
You said you saw it twice, right?
So I've seen it twice. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. But it's a fire fit.
You just throw this on the loan.
No, I watched it with Kevin. You know how guys do it Sunday or whatever.
This movie led to one of the bigger fights I ever got in with one of my girlfriends, and it was like the perfect relationship fight. So it was her favorite movie of all time, and she loved it, and she wanted me to watch it with her, and I was like, fine, we'll watch it. And in it, there is a the beaker bee,
yes.
bird, and I was like, it'd be very cute. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they dip into water. Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. And it's not a focal point of the movie, but it comes into play like 2 or 3 separate times, I think. And I was like, it'd be very cute of me, is that if I get her one of these on Prime, and like I just did it during the movie. I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy her one of these beaker birds or whatever they're fucking called, and then she was furious that I was on my phone during her favorite movie. So we got in like a big fight, and like I didn't want to tell her why I was on the phone because I wanted it to be a surprise. And she's like, this is my favorite movie, and you don't even care to pay attention. And I'm like, I do know it's your favorite movie, and I'm trying to do something sweet right now. And then like literally we fought we were away for the weekend, and we fought the entire weekend. Like not like actually actively fighting, but like.
You still didn't tell her?
She was clearly very upset with me the whole weekend, and I didn't tell her. No, I thought it would be better as a surprise. So then when it came, I surprised her with it, and I was like, by the way, this is what I was doing on my phone during the movie, and I thought it would be cute. I thought you'd love it. And she's like, I love it so much. Why the fuck didn't you tell me this is what you were doing on your phone? And we had a new fight. All right, so now we're going to get into our interviews. Kim Congdon is going to be our first one. Kim is brought to you by Hey Dude. Hey Dude are insanely comfortable, light, easy. You know what? I'll go ahead and say it. They're an epiphany for your feet. They have texture, materials, and design details that add styles to outfits and looks. They make you feel delighted, comfortable, and happy. They're so comfy, you feel an overwhelming urge to recommend them to everyone, just as I'm doing to you right now. They're super easy to take on and off, which is a hugely important part of a shoe. Hey Dude shoes make the perfect gift as well. We have holiday season coming up. Might as well grab some of those. Visit Hey Dude Shoes USA. It's HeyDudeShoeSusa. HeyDudeShoesUSA.com. Use code Barstool for 15% off. The offer is only valid on HeyDudeShoesUSA.com until 12/31/22 at 11:59 Pacific time. So you got a little extra there. It cannot be combined with gift cards or other discounts and offers. Again, HeyDudeShoesUSA.com. Code Barstool, 15% off. Let's hear from Kim.
What'd you do?
Okay, so I'm on the plane, and the plane was packed. I got on kind of late, so by the time I got on, there was no place above for me to put so I had to put it 2 rows back, like 2 seats back, my stuff.
That's not bad.
So the plane gets up. We're about in the middle section, and everyone's going, and I'm trying to get my bag, but I can't get back there to go back up, and I'm kind of waiting. And at one point, I'm like, I'm not going to wait till the whole plane deplanes. I'm close to the front.
Right.
I'm just going to go, like, can you give me 1 second? I need to grab my bag.
Sure.
And when I go to do that, I reach up, and the girl that I said that to was like, well, if you're sitting over there, your bag should be near your stuff.
Oh.
And she says it really loud, and it's like when everyone's getting off. And I said, there was no...
And I said, do you want to die, bitch?
I said, well, there is no room for my stuff, so you're going to have to wait. So I said that, and I grabbed my stuff, and she's like, she's like, I don't have to fucking wait. And I said, whatever, bitch. She's being a bitch. I said, whatever, bitch. So she's going off. She's going off, and at this point, I'm dating Lewis. You know Lewis?
Yeah.
So this is already a bad accessory for an argument.
Yeah.
And I get off the plane before him. He's like behind me. We had different seats at the time because we hated each other. And
I was gonna say that had to be a disaster.
Don't even get me started. My PTSD is gonna kick in. No, I love Lewis. He's the best. But so then I get off the plane and I'm waiting for him, and he can tell I'm upset. And and as he comes up, we're still in the ramp between the airport and the plane, like the ramp part in the hallway, and I'm standing there waiting for him, and as I'm telling him, she's coming around the corner. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about it, just let it go. She's coming around the corner, we're kind of getting our stuff together, and she says, she has like this little dog, and she says something like, she calls me like a cunt or something when she comes by, and Lewis goes like, what the fuck did you say? And they start arguing, and they're arguing, and they're in each other's faces, and then she spits in his face. There's no one around.
What?
For some reason, right when she spit in his face, it was like the one moment where there was nobody walking. There's like gaps. There was no one there, and then he spits back right when people come around the corner. So all these people see is Lewis, who's like 10 times bigger than this girl, spit at this girl's chest.
That's a tough look. At her chest. That's a tough look.
So then they're like about to fight, and then like it starts getting loud, and people get involved, and they're in between. And it was very confusing because she when he spit at her, she kept yelling, "I'm calling TMZ." And I was like, bitch, we're both in coach. Like, who are you calling TMZ on? Nobody knows either of us. Maybe she's famous. I don't know. She kind of looked like she was in entertainment, but she kept saying, I'm calling TMZ. I'm calling TMZ. And I was like, whatever. So then I moved Lewis back, and now I'm like arguing with her. I push Lewis back. There's like airport security in between us, and I'm like, you're a bitch, blah, blah, blah. And we're kind of going back and forth. And I was like, and I'm trying to say, like, you spit at him. That's why this is happening. You spit first. I'm telling her she's acting like an animal. I'm going hard. And then she takes her phone and she puts it in my face. She's like, TMZ, TMZ. And I grab her phone and I fucking chuck it down the hallway as far as it can go into the airport, and I hear it smash. And she just comes after me, and I duck, and she's going so crazy that all of security needs to hold her, and me and Lewis dip out. We just leave. And then the lady that checks you in is like, you can't leave. We need to call the police. And I was like, we're not staying.
We're running.
We leave. Literally, it was like a Bond movie. Lewis takes off his hat, his jacket. I take off my jacket. We separate. I go into the bathroom.
This is the most romantic thing I've ever heard. I can't believe you kids didn't make it.
I changed my shit. We meet back in escalators. At this point, there's people with earpieces looking around for us. And we both duck into different cabs and leave.
Come on.
And I'm like, I literally wouldn't have been able to fly if we got caught.
All right, shout out Kim. Now it is time to listen to her co-host. I don't know why they didn't come in together. They did come in together, and then we just didn't do them together on the podcast, which we could have done.
Yeah.
Like, Sara just sat in the corner the whole time.
We did that
and then came in the next day on our own.
We did that a month ago with Mark Norman and Sam Rill. Same day.
Yeah.
Promoting the same show.
But Sara and Kim are both co-hosts of the podcast, This Bitch. And Sara is brought to you by Manscaped. This holiday season, I'll be giving thanks to our friends over at Manscaped, because everyone loves turkey and stuffing, but you'll be looking like dessert with the help of Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 includes...
Was that in the copy or no?
Copy.
Okay. I thought you came ready with that one.
No. That wasn't off the cuff.
That was great, Manscaped. Very good.
It includes the Lawnmower 4.0 with the Skin Safe electric trimmer. As I am a 100% Manscaped user, and I cannot tell you how much my life changed when I stopped bleeding everywhere when I shaved my balls. Like, if you have one of the old school fucking trimmers, you're gonna get snake bitten. You get snake bitten, you fucking jump in the shower. Guess what? It just makes the blood look like it's more. Like, you jump in the shower, it's like you got 4 little fucking holes in your groin area, and then the water makes it look like, God, I'm bleeding a lot. But the Lawnmower 4.0 has skin safe technology, and I can vouch for it. I'll tell you that. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna get too graphic, but I can vouch for it. It does not bite you. Has the Weed Whacker, the ear and nose hair trimmer. It has the Crop Preserver, which is an anti-chafing ball deodorant, which, important. Has the Crop Reviver, which is a ball spray toner, a Magic Mat, which is a disposable shaving mat, which I think should be a far more used thing. There's just hair all over my bathroom. There's no hygiene routine is complete without Manscaped's signature deodorant as well. A couple of swipes of this and you are feeling oh so crisp. Getting Manscaped is the ultimate hack to become the family favorite. I don't know about that. That part I'm going to question. I think I can question Manscaped copy. I don't think you become a family favorite if you shave your balls. And if you do, you shouldn't be. Like your family shouldn't know. Your family shouldn't know how fucking naked your balls are. I'm just saying. It is not. Maybe if you can be, it can be a lover favorite. Okay, you can become a friend favorite.
Is it a family favorite because of the mat?
I'm guessing it's because you're
going
to buy it everywhere. You buy it for them.
I was thinking because you're not leaving your bathroom.
But also, I don't recommend buying it for your family. I don't know if I can say that. I'm gonna say that. I don't recommend getting your family pube trimmers.
I got it from my mom.
What?
A couple Christmases ago, my mom bought me some Manscaped, and I was like, "Thanks, mom."
No way, dude. Really? All right, I take it all back. Dude. Pavs' mom's in. I'm in. Anyway, get 20% off and free shipping with the code KFC at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code KFC.
I'm like, what am I going to do? So I started hula hooping on live stream. People were tipping me to hula hoop.
I was going to say, this is your
Yeah.
This is one or two ways.
Slow.
Yeah.
I was living at my parents' hula hooping on live streams for cash. I'm not ashamed. A bitch did what she needed. I was like, yeah, give me $75. I'll hula hoop to that song for you. But then I was getting exhausted. Yeah. I was like, Rolling Stones? You want me to hula hoop to the Rolling Stones? I had an LED hula hoop. My parents were downstairs like, what are you doing up there?
Shut up, Mom!
You wouldn't understand.
Are you like really good at hula hoop?
Yeah, I'm really good at hula
So
hoop.
that's like...
Yeah, that's Puerto Rican, I think, the hips.
Yeah. It would be very funny if you were just like... and it just like hits your ankles and you just try it again and someone's sending you like $75 for that. How long can you hula hoop for?
A while.
Like give me a ballpark.
Like an hour.
What?
If I'm like in shape.
Yeah.
It's the thing is it's fucking exhausting. It's like a core workout.
Yeah.
So
Because you really don't move that much, right?
No,
it's just like you just gotta
your
flex,
hips.
but it's like you're flex.
Yeah, but I had a light up LED hula hoop. I was into it for a second.
You're every night you're on Amazon looking for
doing it like. Was it like? Were people tipping you just like horny dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was of course.
The only people who spend money on the internet.
It was just women. Women supporting women.
Go girl, keep going. 2 hours. Let's see how long she can go.
Go off, queen. Slay.
How much did you end up making total? Do you know?
I think like 200 because I got tired and I was like, this is getting weird. This feels very manic. I was like, it might be time to get a trampoline. Then I got a trampoline. It was crazy.
Did you tramp online?
I tramped online for a minute, but I was
Lady and the Tramp. Let's go. It'd be perfect.
I was really nervous about hurting myself on the trampoline.
Yeah.
The trampoline, I would like fly off, and then
Was it like? Did it have like the little handle thingy and you're jumping on it? Or like,
no, it was like a little workout trampoline.
Yeah.
I DM'd some company. I was like, listen, I need a trampoline. I'm not going to drop $300 on a trampoline, but I'll post for you on the trampoline. So
Yeah.
for like a week, I was doing the trampoline, and it was great. But then my parents called me last week. They said, hey, we're cleaning out the house. Can we get rid of this trampoline? I said, yeah.
It reminds me of a dark time.
Actually, can
you can get rid of it. That's okay. Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be faster. That's it.